You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table, where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little. Get that wine in your system, fill your glass a little. Expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. They addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you uninvited. Bet your friends watching in the house or in your job parking lot before you clocking. They don't wanna miss a second of this HT content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn your back and tell you sorry, try again, Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Happy Hump Day. I hope
it is
everybody has
hump
been having a
day.
wonderful day.
It is
Woo-wee.
hump day. Now,
Yes, girl.
how's my volume?
Let me turn you up.
Yeah, go ahead and turn me up.
Hey, I remember that one song called Turn Me Up.
Now, I think I have an echo.
Hold on one second.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay, try again. See if you got an echo. Corio? Corio? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. Do you hear? Okay, I hear you really well. Do you think you got an echo still?
No, there's no echo any longer.
Oh, it sounds good.
Yeah, sounds good. Am I up? Turn me
Yes.
up. Okay, good.
Yes. Hey, Tay baby.
Hey, Tay Bay.
What's up? What's going on? What's good? First one down in the chat. Make sure y'all like and share the video.
Like and share.
Girl, it's been so much going on these days in the sector.
Well, yeah, kinda.
It's like everybody getting dragged. That's all I've been seeing is people getting dragged. I love when you do that. I can't do
Because
it.
I mean, it's still boring as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
You
Because
think it's boring? Oh, I've been getting
yeah, it's real
entertained.
boring. And I'm up here. I'm waiting on your ass to come up here, hit the link, and repeat everything you said when you said you drugged me. I want you to hit the link and verbatim or close as you can get to it, say whatever you said when you drugged me. Because bitch, we've been on the panel twice together, both over here. One time was for the Hood Table and Big Rigs celebration, their giveaway, and what nobody getting funky on their celebration. Nobody would have ruined that for the world. Everybody was nice and having fun. The second time, bitch, was a couple of days ago, ho. And I came up here and hit the panel, and I was cordial to you because y'all were talking about the competition. And I had Fresh came from over Diva Tomboyish's. She, at that very moment, was dragging the holy fuck out of you, talking about all the programs that you're on, that she had contacted, the people she talked to, and was saying how she was going to give the information out for anybody that wanted to also do the same. And when I came up on the panel, I was going to ask you about that to fuck with you, because that's why, bitch, you've had me blocked for over 2 years. But I decided to be cordial because she is over there wearing your black monkey ass out. So I want to know, out of those 2 times we were on a panel together, when you drugged me. But go ahead, Hood Table. I just want to know.
Okay, I don't. Okay, so evidently I missed a live or missed something. So, where did y'all get into it with Ed or what?
We didn't really get into it. we were over in YouTube camera, sorry, live this morning, and somebody was like, why are you trying to be friends with Uppity? She has been going around telling people that you haven't kept the same energy that you show when she was up on the Hood Tables panel. And so I was, and I was like, really? They were like, yeah, that's all she's been doing. And you should just say, fuck her. I was like, okay, a couple more people said they heard it too. So she dropped down in YouTube Camera's chat. And I was like, up, because I could see her. Because remember, on this last live, I was like uppity. I was like, it was nice talking to you. I never thought this would happen because you've had me blocked for over 2 years. And I was like, but you don't have to unblock me. She's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Now that I've talked to you and I like you, I'm gonna unblock
Yeah.
you.
Oh, yeah. I remember that. That was just the
Right,
other day.
right,
Yeah.
exactly. And I said, no, don't unblock me because I drag you in chats. And she was like, that's okay because I drag people too. I was like, no, I drag you in chats, uppity. That's okay. I'm going to still unblock you because I drag people too. So when she dropped down, and now remember, I haven't seen her in over 2 years, right? She's had me blocked because I drag her in chats. So she dropped down in YouTube cameras this morning, and I just asked her. I was like, "Uppity, why are you dragging me?" No, I said, "Why are you telling people you?" No, I said, "Why are you saying that I'm not showing you the same energy when I was on when we were together on the Hood Tables panel?" And because see, I'm not going to automatically jump just because somebody says something in the chat. I'm gonna go to the source and see what they have to say, right? Emotional maturity. And she goes, well, I was dragged, I drugged you because you basically, she said she drugged me on your channel and that I didn't have the same energy for her that I did in chats and stuff. That's basically what she said. And I'm thinking we only been on the panel twice, and it was both on the Hood Tables channel. Once there was a whole giveaway, and we were playing. Remember, we were playing the quiz and stuff. I wasn't going to ruin you and Rig's celebration. And then this last time, a couple days ago, bitch, you didn't drag me. You're lying. As usual, you're a liar. And that's why in the last 24 hours, you've been drugged by about 5 people. 5. Nobody, you can't take people being decent to you. The one time I tried to be cordial, not nice, cordial, and you gonna take it and flip it and say that you drugged me and I'm not showing the same energy. So I asked her, I said, well then hit the panel and drag me again saying the same shit that you said when you dragged me because the 2 times I'm remembering didn't shit happen. Do you remember her dragging me on those 2 lives to the table?
I don't either. Did anybody else in that chat over there confirm, or I don't
You,
recall that. I really don't.
you were here. You were here. The
I
last
know
no,
that's what I'm saying. I don't recall no
yeah.
dragation, no dragathon. I
You
don't
can.
recall.
Same thing. Just read my book. Said she's been nothing but nice to uppity all this time, trying to help her. Like when because just read my book and cook her ass off, right? And she, cooks online. She shows the food she makes in shorts. She's a great cook. And I guess, she's been nice to Uppity. She's tried to help Uppity and do all this. And she said that next thing, and she said that she had asked Ness on a comment in the comment section, if you let me know if you have enough people to participate in the Lunchable challenge, because if you don't, I'll go ahead and be a participant. In other words, so Ness would have people. You see what I'm saying? And so I guess Ness was like, "No, I don't know, but obviously she was told, no, I have people. So just, just read my book, didn't join it, right? Because she was only going to join the competition if Ness didn't have enough people. So I don't know where, I guess Uppity was on Ness's panel, and maybe, and on her, just read my book said Uppity did a live on her own channel, and part of this, I guess, happened with Ness, but at least I know on Uppity's channel. She said that Uppity was saying how uh, she was jealous of her. Just read my book was jealous of her, that she can't cook and she doesn't know how to position her. All this stuff. And, she was going to do the challenge, but when she found out Uppity was going to be in it, she dropped out. All this foul bullshit. And, off of someone who's been nothing but nice to her. Nothing but nice. She can't. Now, if you want to cuss her out, call her a whole bunch of whores, do all that shit that usually people do, she loves that. She ready for that. She gonna hit your link. She gonna be in your chat. But people that try to be cordial with her and just read my book was actually nice to her, she can't take it because then you jealous and all that other bullshit. So I don't know what's wrong with her, but I know she lied.
So that's what the title is all about, because just read my book. She had a live titled what is it called? Oh shoot, she had two of them. It says toothless, liquor, drenched, haggard, whores had something to say, and then drunk Paul Masson swilling sewer rat. I'm like, what the
Right, but Parmesan sewer rat is uppity, and then she had to give Lovely Love a little twist too, because I
Oh
guess the first one is Lovely Love and uppity. Then the last one is titled Parmesan.
uh-huh.
That's for uppity. That's plain
Oh, that's
uppity.
why it says two toothless. Okay, because she kind of
Yes,
like, I don't know, she
yes.
felt
But
kind
she
of
didn't
weird.
give Lovely Love too much. She just gave her a little soft one too. But
And that was all because she was supposed to be cooking, and what's her face uppity said she couldn't cook or some shit.
Uppity said, yeah, basically she could cook. She didn't know, like when she cooks live, she doesn't know how to position the camera and do all this. And she was gonna be in the challenge, but then when Uppity said she was gonna be in the challenge, just read my book dropped out because she was scared. All
Oh,
this other kind of stuff, and just read my book said she dropped down in her live and was like, "Excuse me," and she said that she ignored her, didn't read her comments. And she said when she was on Ness's panel talking shit about her, she dropped down in the chat and was asking her, what are you saying? Da 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 da. And she said she didn't answer her. So because it's hard when you lie roast and the person is right there. And I mean, she got into it with Bree on Nika's channel. That's what I'm saying. You would think that being rude and lying and just being a piece of shit hasn't worked for you in years. You would think that you would try to change that up, and if somebody was trying to be decent, not your friend, basically just not dragging you. So if you're up on a panel and somebody is sitting there on mute or they're not dragging you, you should be grateful because God knows there's so much to drag. And just read my book, Drag the Holy Fuck Out of You, and you deserved every minute. And Diva Tomboyish is working your ass to the bone, and you deserve it. As a matter of fact, Diva Tomboyish has a what is it, a poll up, and it says before public release of my article, because she wrote an article, okay, would you like the email addresses of direct executive contacts of ACS, and I think that's Children's Services, the WIN program, I think that's Women in Need or Women in Something, HRA, don't know what that is, and SNAP benefits, we know what that is.
oh my God, I'm looking at it now. Look at the percentage.
Yes. So
Child,
see what I'm saying? Those are
child.
the things. And when I came over here and got on the panel that day, when you were up here talking about the competition, I swear I had just came from Divas. I saw you were live, and I was like, let me go on over here and hit the panel. And then when I saw her up there, I was like, okay, I'm going to ask this bitch if she know what Diva doing. But then when I got up there, it was calm. Y'all were talking about the competition. I wanted to throw kudos in there for Jay Dunn. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of just went with y'all's flow. I did, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all were having a nice interaction,
Right.
and I was like, I'm not going to blow it up. I'm just going to be cordial with this bitch
You
one
have
good
been
time.
really cordial. You have
I
been
was
really cordial.
really cordial, and this
Hmm.
the thanks I get that I wasn't showing the same fucking energy, and it's like, okay, all right.
Child, that's
And,
crazy. And hey, newbie. Hey, Miss Queenie, Linda, and Black Swan.
oh my
Now,
God, newbie's here. Hey,
yes, the
newbie.
beautiful newbie. And did you see what Black Swan said? She said, I think that's she, right? Black Swan
I
said,
think
I
she
can understand
did.
people like Ness befriending Toothless, but people like Just Read My Book should have known better.
I agree. I should have not hit that panel when you and her were up here, or I should have hit the panel and asked her if she was over there and she saw what Diva Tomboyish was doing in that live at that very moment. I should have came up and did that. My first thought. But I tried to be nice because you were having a nice back and forth with her, and I didn't. I chose to try to be decent. Once again, not to turn your panel out. You see what I'm saying? And that's the
Hmm.
thanks I get.
Yeah. Well,
You know, but
you see what Just Read My Book posted this morning?
no.
She said, I see Chumley got her disability check. When you don't have a bank account, you sign up at the check cashing place at the corner and you get your money a few days early for free. And she said it is gifting memberships it can't afford. PSA, if anyone lets her up to talk about my child, those memberships will go bye-bye along with your channel. You can thank it for that. Don't catch a stray for an AdSense check because it won't pay off.
She talking about uppy. See, this is another thing I was going to tell you. And I've said this to you before on this panel. And a lot of people know it. Uppity doesn't have any problems bringing up somebody's child first. But then when they turn around and they talk about her child, then it's a big, oh my God, Lord have mercy, Jesus. I'm calling the law. I'm getting my attorney. She talked about Just Read My Book's daughter. And so in that, and when she was dragging Uppity, she was dragging her child back. She did. But you know,
And
you
I don't drag children to dead or whatever, but it's fair game. When you just like, okay, I don't know if you saw Nika's live, but Nika was on a live and Bree was up there and Jay Dunn and even Uppity hit the panel piece was up there. And I honestly had to go back and listen really, really closely several times because Brianna started saying stuff about Jay Dunn, something like, at least I got my mom or something like that. Then Jay was like, well, Lady Nika ain't got hers. And so Lady Nika got super upset. And I think she was constantly going off on Uppity and Jay over and over and over, telling them to drop down because she knew they were coming there to, go back and forth with Bree. And she didn't want that for Bree. And so I had to go back and listen back and forth because people was like, well, Jay said something about Mom 4. Now, not like I was debating it, but I was like, damn, I missed that. Let me go back. And if you listen really well, really, really good, you can hear Jay Dunn said your mama and daddy ugly. I was like, oh no. Like, no. So yeah, when you like going at somebody's mom or kids or something like that, and somebody start talking about your mom or kids, it's like fair game to that point. I mean, I don't want to drag people kids. I don't want to drag people, to dead or nothing like that, but it's like fair game. You can't tell nobody how hard to hit back if you know what I mean?
she does that a lot. Now there are times when people go after her child first, but there's plenty of times when she'll go after people's kids first. And then when, Pizza or somebody goes back at her, then, oh my God, let me call the law. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to call the police and this, that. And it's like,
And she said her daughter got a lawyer.
yeah,
And
well,
I can imagine she does, because a lot of people who have disabilities, or even children who might be in foster care or something like that, they do have lawyers. I don't know why I
they
don't know why her
have,
daughter would have a lawyer, but
right. They have counselors. They have
right,
social workers.
advocates. Uh-huh.
It takes something that you want to actually press charges on, and you have to go to legal aid just like any other poor person. You just, because you're disabled, you don't just sit up and automatically have a lawyer sitting
That's what I was
somewhere.
wondering, because she
But
always says her
no,
daughter have a lawyer, and I didn't ever
no,
know that people with disabilities automatically had lawyers. And what
no.
up, Triple Red? How you doing, Boo? What up, Lou? Detach myself. Hey, how y'all doing? Black Swan said Uppity brings her children. Every single
I
argument or
told you.
disrespects other people's kid, then cries wolf.
Hey, didn't I just say? Ain't that what I just said?
Yep.
I'm not gonna sit up here and lie. And ain't nobody jealous of your raggedy ass. You did not drag me up here on the hood table. I've been up here only twice with you. I tried to be cordial both times. You were cordial, and then you took your flapping ass somewhere and lied. So, it's fair game over here. If I hit the link, you up here, or you hit the link and I'm up here, I'm going to say whatever the fuck I feel like. If I feel like not saying anything to you, I won't. But if I do, I'm gonna.
And I'm really like thinking, like, I know she was up here a few times with you, and I really don't,
Twice.
and I
Twice.
really don't remember
Not a
any.
few.
Yeah.
Twice. Twice. Not a few.
I'm like, damn,
Twice.
was I drunk on the yak?
See, that's what's going to piss me off. You
I'm
were not
like,
drunk either time. Don't piss me off. You were not drunk either time, hood table. You know good and damn well did nothing happen on either one of those lives.
maybe she's confusing with you with somebody else she dragged somewhere else. I
Who
don't know.
ca- How did has she drug anybody on any of your lives?
Well, I mean, not my live, but maybe she
Right.
maybe it's another person on another person's live. I don't know.
Girl, you
I
were
mean,
not.
she would literally have to tell me which show it was so I can go there and look, because I
There's no
can't tell.
show. She can't go to the giveaway show because we all had fun.
We sure did. Matter of fact, remember it was like a troll in the
That's
chat, or somebody who was getting
I
into it
don't.
with somebody, or Jay Dunn or
Yes,
somebody in the chat,
and they
and we
had
said
the
we don't want that. We don't want that.
exactly. We had nothing but fun for 3 hours. Then you ended the live, and then these couple days ago, when we were talking about the competition, there's no being drunk. There's no looking up alive to see what happened. That's what happened. You were there both times. That's it. That's all. Ain't no hidden live. Did nobody get drunk or high in here and miss something? There ain't no live to go back and look on. She's lying.
Triple
Period.
Red. Triple Red said, I've been back to podcast, no background noises. Triple Red, we still waiting on you to start going back live again. You better get them 4,000 watch hours in before February when they go up to
I
8,000
thought he
hours.
said I thought he said he wasn't going to go live anymore.
I know he said that, but we advocating for him to go back. Okay, we advocating. You need to come back and go live, boo.
I'm sick of Red. He ain't going to do it. All he does, you talking, but you ain't walking.
Yeah, you talking, but you ain't walking. You talking, but you ain't walking.
But anyway, I want to talk about, because I'm going to be up here, up and he hit the link. But anyway, I want to talk about who knows what happened with Envy and Pizza.
Child, hey, hold on. Let me make sure I say it right. Is it
That's,
Paco Toyville?
that's Toya.
Oh, hey, Toya. How you doing? He said, I'm a subscriber just like Corio. All right, Triple.
Okay, we're going to give you that. We're going to
Well,
give you
I
that.
had heard through the grapevine that Envy had threatened her channel again, or threatened her cash apps or some shit.
Yes.
But why?
I
Because of something
was
somebody else did?
Well, I was in Lady Nika's vertical, right? Because she doesn't feel good. Because she says she's all swollen and she doesn't feel good because she had to
I
do all
heard her
that
say
screaming.
that.
Yeah,
She was
screaming and yelling.
screaming. She was, what did she call it? Woo banging?
Yes,
Uh-huh.
yes.
Yeah.
So we were all in there kicking it, kicking it, kicking it, kicking it. And Pizza drops down and she goes, Envy threatened my channel again. And we were all like, first, the people in the chat were like, huh? And I don't know if it runs differently, slower, if you're the channel holder doing a vertical. I don't know. So everybody in the chat was like, well, he did that before, but then he said he was joking and y'all let it slide. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah,
to
even
me,
RMY said he was joking, but we was like, when he pulled out all this paperwork about his businesses and endeavors and all this
yeah,
kind of shit.
I don't think that's funny. If that's the way you joke, I don't like your
Nope,
joking.
not at all. Because we all took him serious that he gonna get lawyers and other people
Yeah,
involved and
he was going to get her IP address.
IP
And,
address. Yep, he
yeah,
even typed that in the chat.
I think I'm echoing again. Can you?
I don't hear no echo. You sound great.
I okay, long as it's good in the chat. But yeah. So pizza was like, I didn't get it, because I hate verticals because it's constantly rolling. But when we were in the chat saying what happened, she said, I'm trying to get it, but I missed a lot. Not verbatim, but it was basically saying what I took from it was that ZX threatened to slap her and slap her glasses off. Something, slap her. Violence. Violence.
What?
ZX threatened violence on RNY like he does on all women, but this time he threatened RNY with violence, and Envy blames Pizza for it. And so when we were on the chat, like, what? Not again? You mean to tell me again that a man went after RNY, and instead of going to RNY, he gonna be mad at Pizza? Oh, because Pizza said when he found out the ZX said that he ended his live real quick. I don't
So
watch
so
him
so
anymore.
so. And hey Jill, hey baby, hey Jill.
Hey,
Um,
Jelly.
Triple said if you like the vertical and go to your watch history, click it there and it will turn into a landscape video. Bad. Thank you for that tip,
What did he
Triple.
say? Do
He
what?
said if you don't like verticals, then go to your watch history and then click on it and then it turns into landscape, like the long way
Where the
sideways.
where the
Yep.
hell is watch history?
Well, I'll tell you about it later. I'll
Okay.
tell you later. But
Okay.
they said
So
ZX did say that, but where did he say that at?
on his panel, because I do remember ZX did, I don't, well, I'm
Oh, he
not
was
going to
on
say,
Pizza's panel?
no, no. He was on, now RNY let him up on her panel
Oh, okay.
and they got into it some kind of way. I
That was
missed
because
that
they was going
side.
over the Bible shit, right?
I'm not sure. And so I do know he went over to his channel because when I was scrolling, I saw her name in one of his titles. But of course, I like RNY. I don't watch that jigaboo anyway. But I every blue moon I watch, like when he drugged the shit out of dragons. Yes, I was over there in the clouds. Yes. But when I like someone and he has their name in the title, I don't give a damn because I know the next morning either Jay Dunn or YouTube camera will give the update, but I'm not giving him a click and a view. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I think over on his channel, because he had her name in one of the
They said it
titles,
yesterday morning. They said he did it yesterday morning.
okay, he threatened to bodily harm. And instead of because Pizza said that he blamed her and that, he threatened her channel again. Now,
I'm
here's my thing.
confused,
Here's
Corio.
my thing. What you confused about?
Because if he said it on his channel and he was over on RY channel because they were having a debate. I remember somebody said something. I didn't watch it. Matter of fact, you know what? I dropped down in the chat. after he was gone, I just happened to drop down in the chat because I saw her was live. I didn't know that he was on that panel at all. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't know they had a conversation about the Bible at all. I just happened to
Mm-hmm.
drop down. Then I heard later that he was over there and they were debating certain things in the Bible. And I still didn't go back and watch. But I did hear that he was over on her channel debating about the Bible or some shit. So if he was over there, then he went to his panel and cussed her out and threatened her. Why is it Pisa's fault again?
I was just reading the back chat. Do what now?
Like, why is it Pisa's fault again if he was having a
Nobody
conversation
know.
at
She
R&Y?
don't. Nobody know. Well,
That's what child,
when
that's what I'm
Nika,
confused, child.
when Nika finally read, I guess when it finally scrolled up to where she could read it, when she read it, she was like, "Why? What happened?" And Pizza did before Pizza could type it. Her sound kept start going in and out, in and out, in and out, and so she was like, "Well, I'm gonna have to come back, y'all, because it got really bad." She was like, "I'm gonna have to come back, y'all," and she never did come back. And Pizza hasn't gone live, so nobody can really get the nitty gritty of the story because Pizza hasn't gone live and Nika didn't fire up another live. So I don't know why he's blaming Pizza, but to me, it goes back to the other situation where instead of getting mad at the male who disrespected your woman, you got mad at Nika. You know what I'm saying? It always seems like it's
Child,
this way
this is
because
crazy.
Pizza doesn't even really fuck with ZX. You know what I'm saying? She don't fuck with him.
That's why I'm
So
wondering, why is he attacking, allegedly threatening
yeah,
her channel or cash out or whatever they say he doing. But that's why I
her
was trying to figure
channel.
out, like, what does
Pizza
Pizza have
said
to do
her
with all of this?
channel. Pizza said he threatened her channel again.
Hmm.
Hmm.
And what's up, Angela White? How you doing? Miss LA, hey sugar. And Triple said, can we be for real? She is mining NV for content because it's safe. It won't go anywhere.
But Triple,
And
here's the thing I got to say.
ooh,
You making it seem like Pizza is chasing Envy for clout. Envy doesn't have any clout.
hit
What
the
can Envy
panel, Triple.
what can Envy do for Pizza that she would use him for a storyline?
And he said she equals poverty.
You know
And see,
what?
she equals poverty. She is mining. What? Wait a minute. Are you saying she as in pizza
Yeah,
equals poverty?
yeah.
Child, you said it, not me.
Triple, you should.
You said it, not me. Because as far
Yeah,
as I know, she be buying crab legs every day. Do she still be buying crab legs every day? And that's
I
a
don't
lot of money.
know. I don't
Sure,
think I've
last time
heard
I
her
bought some
mention.
crab legs, it was $100 for the crab legs and all the shrimps and all the sausages and the corn and the eggs and the all that
Yeah,
shit. It was like $100 for
yeah.
like
Last
two
time I
pounds of
bought it.
crab legs.
Yeah, last time I got a seafood bowl, it was about 95. Yeah,
Yeah, my shit was like
yeah.
$98. I was like,
Hmm.
damn.
And that's without tip. That's
Girl,
without
that's
tip.
without the tip. No, I think mine was
Hmm.
with the tip. Yeah, mine was with the
Mm-mm.
tip.
Mm-mm. And I
That's
said, and I
crazy.
said, I will be buying it from the store. I will be going because it's not hard. Boil some eggs, fry up some sausage. You know what I'm saying? Make the sauce. You could go online and find the sauce, whichever kind of sauce you want, and just do it at home. There is no way. I had my jaws were tight when I 95.
Girl, and I
Like,
love me some crab
uh,
boils. I love cracking them. See, I don't. Okay, I love the crab legs. I just hate the process, and I hate getting messy. Like I hate the shit getting all over me, and I gotta wear the apron, and that shit get messy, and then I gotta use 2 rolls of paper towels. I hate the process, but I love me some crab legs. I love it, love it, love it.
I don't really particularly like crab. It's too much work for not enough.
That's
Unless you
what I'm
get
saying. It's a lot of
unless
work.
you unless you get king crab legs, it's really to me not worth it. It's too much work for that little bit of meat.
And
But
that's how I feel. That's why I don't like pizza. I don't know how often she eats that shit, but I remember a lot of times she used to be talking about that shit like almost on a daily basis. I'm like, I can't do that every day, even though I like it. but it's just too much of a process. It's like a fucking workout to eat some crab legs. But
Yeah.
what's up, Riz? How you doing, boo? Good to see you, hun. And
Hey, Rick.
Triple, I'm gonna need you to hit the link, child.
You ain't
AK from NYC, what's up? You said
Hey,
every
AK.
sector, all of the most retrial.
And that's what I was getting ready to say. I think that I'm just going to do less and less in this sector. I'm just seeing
What do you
things.
mean? So you're
I'm
gonna like
just,
leave us?
I think, yeah, because I think that the stuff I'm seeing now is just a no go for me. It's just a no go. I think that there's like two content creators that are just ruining the sector. They don't
Uh-huh.
give a shit. Everybody's sitting back looking at them, but complaining. But they still,
Uh-huh.
you know what I'm saying? I'm
Are you
tired.
willing to say who they are, or are you gonna tell me in the back chat?
I'll
Like
tell
later
you.
on. Okay, yeah, they'll tell me later on then. But Triple said fighting with anybody fills the dead air. That's all me Cheerios, not clout. Oh, that's all he meant, Corio, not clout chasing. So he said fighting with anybody feel I get what you're saying. So basically what he said is if there's no content or nothing really going on, people manufacturing beefs. I think that's what he's basically saying.
Well, I
And why
think
he
that
call you Cheerios? You know
that's what
what?
I was getting ready to
You
say.
know
Look,
what?
listen, pizza gonna mess up a name, right? And so
Pizza
she
call you
used.
Cheerio too.
Well, wait a minute. She used to call me lover, right, in the chest because I know she didn't want to type all that out. So
Yeah.
then, but verbally, when she said it, she'd say Churio lover. And now she cut Churio down to Churio. And now
Uh-huh.
she says Cheerio. So like
Uh-huh.
and she spells it just like he did, like the cereal.
Yep.
So he got jokes. He got jokes.
That is so funny. That is so funny. And what did Rig say? Rig said she chose what she chose. Y'all can't talk about Too Blue. These motherfuckers is case. Child.
He said
Rig said,
what?
what it do, HT? What it do, hun? Shout out to the chat. I don't like eat nothing. I gotta fight.
I know who said that. I know that's right. That was good.
That's triple.
You know
You
that's
know
right.
what? Be fighting no crabs. Come here, bitch. Come here, bitch. Crack your ass wide
Right,
open, bitch.
right, baby. You gotta get the vacuum cleaner after you eat and make sure my
Girl.
yeah.
You know what I do? I because I'm not gonna hold you. I like to eat in my living room area and watch my big screen. And I
Mm-hmm.
have a big ass, humongous rug, big fluffy ass rug in my living room. So what I do when I'm eating crab legs and that the boil shit, what I do is I put some towels down under me, under my coffee table, to make sure I don't get nothing on my rug
That's a
because
lot of work.
because it's a lot of work. And so I feel you, Triple Red, because I don't want to eat in the kitchen. I mean, I got a TV in there, but I want to sit in my living room with the big TV.
Yeah, I get it.
But and you said I get peeled shrimp, lobster tails, and mussels with my potatoes. Child. Now, P, I don't do the mussels. I don't do the mussels, okay? I like the potatoes, but not too many. I prefer the corn and I prefer the eggs. And if I had to choose over those two, I would prefer the eggs because I love my eggs soaked in all that. Oh God! Oh my God! It is so good. It is so good. So good. But who else? Did I miss anybody in the chat? Triple said, "Oh, I didn't know she called you that. Never mind. I won't do that anymore." Oh, you know what? So you got to make up your own name for her, Triple. You want to give her your own nickname if you can't say the name? Okay. Now, Riggs, I told you to wait till Freaky Friday. I'm not Riggs. We ain't doing this today, boo.
What's he doing?
Girl. He talking about towels under you and giving me the side eye.
Rick. Did he speak to me?
He's
Did
a
he even say
nasty
hi?
ass. Riggs
Did
so
he say
nasty.
hi?
He ain't high.
I said, did he say hi to
Oh
me?
yeah, earlier in the chat, yeah.
Oh, okay. Hey, Riggs.
You know,
Now,
his mind might go one way real quick,
nasty.
and
But yeah,
we gotta pull him back. We gotta
we gonna
pull
get off
him
of
back.
that. Yeah, we
Yeah,
gonna get off of
yeah,
that.
we gotta pull
Uh,
him back. Yeah.
yeah. Let me see. What?
Oh, hold on, girl. Lady Nika was getting dragons together
Oh,
last
she
night.
was. Oh
Girl,
my
did you hear that
God.
shit? She was talking about girl. I was when I tell
Oh,
you a lot of times, y'all. I done told y'all before. A lot of times I be listening to y'all replay in my ear at work, and it gets me through the entire day. And when I was listening, Riggs, I know you're a nasty motherfucker. I know. Jills, don't give Jills. Keep the side eyes. Keep the side eyes to yourself, Jill. He said, Corio, you gonna check him again?
I'm not checking. I didn't check you. I just wanted. Oh well, I guess.
Because you said, did he
Yes,
say
I
hi?
did. I wanted to make sure. Okay, yeah, I guess I did.
Did you say hi before he started dropping down, talking on? You know
When
what?
you first said hi a long time ago, I said, "Oh, hey, Riggs," but I can't. I try not to read the chat while I'm up here. But why? You know what? Here's
You
the
know
thing.
what? Rig's trying to
Dragon.
sidetrack my mind. I'm gonna need you to
Well,
be quiet.
drag
Just
girl.
moderate in the chat,
Dragons.
Rig.
He needs to come up here on the panel if he's
I
going to
know, right?
distract
No,
you.
Rig's supposed to be like. Matter of fact, Riz, go ahead and hit the panel, boo. Go ahead and
Yeah,
hit the
if you're
panel.
going to distract her.
He
But
always distracted me. That's why, you know what? But anyway, he said,
I
"Hello,
think,
Choreo lover."
hello. But I think that what's her name? Dragons won't leave this alone. This is her one big storyline.
And they said
And,
she's chasing the content and trying to make it
and
content.
she just gets on Lemon's panel, and Lemon will go get apple juice, and that girl will talk nonstop for over an hour about saying the same thing over and over and over, like somebody really told her to go, like Lady Nika and people told her to go out and actually
Like,
hit the
go
street.
get your ass out there
Right,
on that pole,
right,
bitch.
Yeah, and Diva Tomboyish was the only one that was trolling her. Everybody know Diva wasn't serious, but she
None
was
of
the
them
one
was
that was
serious.
saying
Lady
that
Nika
and
wasn't
trolling.
serious. Lolo wasn't serious. They all was
No,
just like, if I were you. And a lot of times, Choreo, you know how it goes, Choreo. Even sometimes when we say, if I were you, we might not really do no shit like that. It's just, people
exactly,
play on that shit. It's
exactly,
like, girl,
exactly.
what? You let that nigga to man, if I was you, I would have, if I was
Yeah,
you, I would have, people say that shit all the time.
yes, yes,
It
and
don't
she
mean
won't
they really
let it
don't do nothing.
go. She won't
Yeah.
let it go, and so I guess Lady Nika had to, fold her up real quick
Girl,
again.
she was folding her ass all the way in half, okay? When I was listening to Lady Nika and she was talking about that shit about dragons, accusing them of basically telling her that she should have sold her ass and shit. Lady Nika brought up something that I totally forgot about, Choreo, and I'm sure you probably remember and told us a chat. But
What?
Lady Nika was like, when she said, you always acting like you pure, she was like, you ain't pure. You
But it
ain't
was the,
pure
but
because
it was
that
the,
time when you was in that bikini, remember that yellow bikini?
yeah.
Lady Nika brought that shit up. She said, remember you was in that yellow bikini and that man was in the background? And she said, I knew what you was doing. I knew what was going on, but I didn't say nothing. And she
Other
was
people,
like, you
I
always
remember
up here
other
dancing
people.
for dollars and dancing for cash apps. But then when we
Mhm.
tell you to dance to not be homeless, then we trying to like pimp you out and we try to traffic you and all this other shit.
Yeah,
But I had forgot all about that yellow bikini because you know what? That shit was a big deal because who got mad? Who got mad when they saw a
lemon,
nigga in the background?
lemon.
Lemon. And the reason why Lemon got mad because he saw that nigga in the background and Drag was up there dressed in a yellow bikini. And Lemons was around that time helping her get money,
Exactly.
giving her money, helping her raise money. Remember, Dragons was trying to talk
Yeah,
about making up lies, saying people died and all that kind of shit
yep, yep,
to get money. And then she had this whole nigga in the background while she was in some yellow bikini.
yep.
She was that itsy bitsy
Weren't
little
they
bitty
in?
yellow polka dot bikini.
Weren't they in a hotel room?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I know y'all remember all that shit.
Hmm.
Uh
And as
huh.
soon as Lady Nika said it, I was like, Lady Nika was going point for point on all the shit she has done. and she has never spoke on. And it's like I get it, because
Especially
people
about the
have been
dancing like dragons. I mean,
like,
okay, now dragons got a nice body. I ain't gonna hold you. She do got a nice body, from the neck on down. The neck on down. She got a nice body.
but here's the thing: it ain't that nice to where she could go to a club and do anything with.
Girl,
But
the way
for
she be
but
dancing, they be up there acting like Lady Nika said, y'all be acting like she up there doing the splits and pussy popping and on a headstand.
no,
And
they
all
did.
she do is do the same old moves. People been telling her, Dragons, why you always doing the same old moves? And Lady Nika said it ain't even like she can dance. She said she was so mad at Pizza because they was having this girl dancing or something like that. She was like, that girl can't dance.
Well, you get tired of pizza and pizza asking her, and people on pizza's panel. Soon as she gonna have something, people, you gonna dance, Dragon? You gonna and I feel the same. It's like,
Oh,
why?
Peter Panel Killer, everybody got the mug shot, boo. Everybody got that mug shot.
And I'm gonna be honest, for a 39, 40-year-old woman, Dragons looks nice, but Dragons couldn't take what she has to any club and do anything with it.
Girl,
Because
Super Seven said she
wait a
got like
minute,
200 teeth in her
in the
mouth.
clubs, they want booty, they want some,
They want
titties.
ass for days, titties for
Yeah, and
days.
she ain't got that. But it's good for YouTube. And if she went to a hood strip club, down there with Pookie and them, she could,
They
they
might
hot.
not give a fuck. They just want to see you whine.
Exactly.
They just,
But you're
you
not,
know.
but you're not going anywhere and making money. And then
Not unless you probably get on your knees in the hood. You ain't making no real money in the hood. They be like, come to the car, bitch.
well,
You need that rent
I'm trying
paid.
to give her the benefit. You know what I'm saying? But when people go, "Oh, she got a nice body," she does for a 40-year-old woman, but it still ain't good enough to dance in any club. And so when people just go on and on and on, it's like, if you're going to turn your camera on and stand up, yeah, you do. You do. For a 40-year-old woman, you look damn good.
She do. That's
But
why I said she got a nice
yeah,
body.
but with
I
all
ain't gonna
that
shade her on
dancing,
that. She
and
got a
you
nice
can
body.
dance, and she cannot dance. And people getting tired of every time y'all have something. She got to, and then she start, because people stopped giving her money like that. It was brand new the first couple times. She made some good
Yeah, she
money on
was
that.
really making money by dancing. That's why Lady Nika said, why would you get offended if we telling you to go out there and use your body to dance or whatever to make money when you was homeless, but you do it on YouTube? You accept
Well,
cash apps and super chats and all that kind of shit to dance on YouTube.
yeah, but Dragon says that she's not getting naked on YouTube,
You
and
don't
that's
have to
the
get
difference.
naked at all the clubs. At least that's what I heard. Now I don't know for sure, but that's what I heard.
She really, well, if she ain't gonna take no clothes off, she really ain't gonna make no money, because dragons can't dance.
There's a lot of dancers in videos, TV shows, movies.
She don't see,
I'm
that's
just
the
saying, it's a lot of
problem.
other options if
People,
you want to dance.
that's the problem. People keep naming all these things that she could do, but who's gonna hire her with them three same stiff moves?
You know what, Choreo? She can practice.
You,
They can have choreographers. Listen, Choreo. They normally have choreographers like R. Kelly's ex-wife, Drea.
okay,
They
okay,
normally have choreographers to teach them how to dance.
okay.
I think Dragons is still young enough that if she wants to elevate herself into
40
that,
years old,
uh, hey, it's 40-year-old rappers. There's 40-year-old
but
dancers.
they've been in the game for a long time.
She been
They
on YouTube
started
for a
in
long time.
they started in their 20s, and they done moved
Girl,
up.
she
They
been on
old
YouTube
now.
for a long time. She been down there. Lady Nika said, you told us before. Lady Nika said, if my memory serves me right, you told us before that you used to dance. So Now I feel Triple though. Triple said that he still feels it was inappropriate to tell her to sell the cat, but they weren't really saying dragons get your ass out there and sell the cat. They was just saying if I were you and I had your body. And I said that before the other day. Remember, Corey, I said that the other day that my homegirl back in my heyday, she used to work at the strip clubs. And when I went with her to pick up her check one day and I saw all these people up in there, I said, damn, if I had your body, I'd probably strip too because that's some good money. And her manager was like, oh, well, you can work here too. And I was like, I can't work here. I was like, at that time, I was probably a size 16, 18. And he was like, oh, come on over here. And he took me in his room and he showed me all these women that was much bigger than me. And I said, I'm sorry, I still can't do it. I'm sorry. There was some 24s, 26s, and on up. And that other, I said, I'm sorry, I can't. I'm 18. I'm a size 18, and I still can't. I can't see my big ass out there. Nope. Nope, I can't do it. But there are big girls out there stripping and dancing. So, Angie said, what's up, Angie? She said that she's a stiff belly dancer that dances to Arabs.
Right. And she'll pat her pussy 2 or 3 times. She'll pat it 2 or 3 times.
And she be patting her pussy, she be patting her butt. Just Jay said, if she knows her work, skill, and talent, why even consider the body selling comment? That comment can be dismissed. Effort. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Jay. They was just literally saying this what I would do. Like, now I see when I was homeless, and like I said, I understand
Girl.
because when I was living pillar to what they call it, pillar to post. When I was living pillar to post for a couple of years when I was young, I never for 1 second thought about selling myself or getting on a pole or anything. Maybe it wasn't that bad because I had people that kept allowing me to stay with them. So maybe it just wasn't that bad. Maybe if I had people telling me no, maybe I would have resorted to something else. But thank God, in hindsight, a lot of people told me, yes, yeah, you can stay here tonight. Yeah, you can stay here for a few months. Yeah, you can stay here. People would sneak me in when their mama was going to work. Yeah, just be quiet, you know. So I just had people that was telling me yes a lot when I was, living pillar to post.
Well, all we can do is just because she says that she has like a business. She's in school to learn how to sell insurance, and she's a travel
Girl,
agent.
Lady Nika
And
said you
she,
got 800 jobs and ain't got no money.
800. And so she said just sit back and watch her work. So that's all we can do is sit back and watch her work and see if she stays on Lemon's panel. You know, worrying about getting cash apps and worrying him behind the scenes, to get money. I hope Lemon, I
Girl,
don't care. That's his money. I don't care. But I hope that he's reasonable with it this time because let's not forget between her and Little Dirt, she said Little Dirt helped
they
her.
attacked his
They
channel.
they hit his channel over 40 times. And finally, it took, I guess, after 40 times, they struck it, and that's the strike that lost him his monetization.
And that's why I
So,
said Lemon is one of those people you could probably attack his family members and he'll still befriend you. I am so
yeah,
serious. You didn't have people
because he's
attack
still,
your channel, tell you they attack your channel. They took your monetization. They playing in your face, and everybody who does something
they
wrong to
called
your
your
ass,
mama's job, they
they
called the
called your
place
mama's
where you
job. They
stay.
took a motherfucking lift to your apartment complex. I mean, you can do everything to Lemon, and he still will accept you back in the folds.
I mean, look, he got that white dude PA back up on his channel. And
Yep.
PA all but said,
Pissy PA. Pissy PA.
huh?
Pissy PA. Piss in the
Yes,
bottle PA.
yes, him. And he told us how he felt. He told the black people how he felt because he was drunk and he let it fly. And next thing I know, I hadn't been over there for like a week, because I took my break. And the first thing I click on Lemon's panel, that dirty motherfucker is sitting up there looking down in the chat, not participating in the conversation. And it's like, are you sick? What? more if I mean a white man sat on
Girl,
your panel and said all that racially and he back up there.
girl, that's what
So
I'm talking about. Lemon, like I know people be siphoning like red, triple red is in the chat saying, some people just be, siphoning content or what I'm saying. But I think that's what Lemon does as well. I think Lemon does that as well. He be mining content from a lot of people that do him no good. And that's why when old girl was over here tearing me, I made sure I made it a point to tell Terry me that in the past I have done content on Lemon, and I've been saying it many, many times, Coriel, you didn't hurt me, that until Lemon really, really starts respecting his channel, ain't nobody else gonna respect his channel.
that's
He's
true.
always going to have problems
That's
with
true.
his channel. If he don't start respecting his panel, because I know Lemon lives out west in Cali. I know everything out there is high as the fuck. I know most people need 2, 3, 4, 5, 11 roommates to get by and 2, 3, 4, 5 jobs. So I don't shade Lemon if he has to stay home with his mother or
I
whatever.
don't either. I don't either.
Right? It's a lot of people, even here in Midwest. It's a lot. Our taxes. I mean, look up the taxes. We have the highest taxes in the motherfucking United States. Our motherfucking license plate for our car is 10% on every dollar. You buy a $10,000 car, guess what? Your place is 10%. You know what I'm saying? So our property taxes. I told you, Corio, the other day when I was talking about my goddamn property taxes. My whole shit is like I gotta pay $400 more a month every month for the next year. Like our shit is super high here, so I understand in Cali if you have to have a roommate. But if you really depend on that money, those cash outs, those super chats, that assets check, then you gotta really start respecting and appreciating your platform and not let people fuck you over like that.
Because
And that's the truth.
there's plenty of people. Well, I mean, but if you have people up there that aren't controversial, ugh, I can't talk. I got anyway. Um, if you can't speak on, speak with people that aren't bringing controversial content, I guess late night, you got to keep people awake. You got to keep people interested. And I think he's just used to it too. Because there's been a couple nights when you had some B sector people up there and they were just talking and it was kind of dry. And I was like, oh Lord. I can't remember who was up there, but I know Pizza wasn't up there. But it was like three people. Oh my God. It was Dragons and I forget the two other people. And they were trying to, Lemon and the two other people were trying to have a conversation. And the whole time, Dragons is mumbling, complaining, whining about somebody wanting her to be a prostitute in the background. Now, I don't know if she was drunk. I don't know. But the people dropped down after 30 minutes. The whole time she had been complaining. He said, let me go out here and smoke a cigarette. She kept complaining, complaining, complaining. People in the chat was begging him, Lemon, please. Oh my God, please, And then boom, he ended the live. Because what's his name? Kiki went up there. Mel Kiki went up there, and Lemon was like, "Well, I'll be right back." And so Kiki was talking to us, and the whole time she was still complaining about them saying what they said. I mean, nonstop, nonstop. And then next thing you know, Lemon just ended the live. I don't know if he got sick of hearing it, but I don't think. See, it's like her and Miss Catherine are the same. You guys got one storyline. You beat it to death. And now y'all still trying to bring that shit up and nobody wants to hear it. Because Catherine did that the other day in Pizza and Lady Nika's. She wanted to bring that up. Then when she saw that was a no-go, Then she started some shit with Ghetto about $100, and it was just like, eh, we don't care anymore. We just really don't care.
Child.
We don't care, Miss Catherine. We don't care.
Hey, Mary Carey. How you doing, boo? Hey, Booski. Hey, Linda. Who else did I miss? Did I say hey to Angie? Yeah, we said hey to Angie. I think we just
Angie,
missed Mary Carey. I think we missed Mary Carey.
Angie.
Yes, and Just Jay. We talked to Just Jay, Detached, Jills, Triple. I think we got everybody. If
I'm
I
trying to
missed you,
think.
holla at me and say, you missed me, Hood Table.
What else happened?
Let me read some of these comments. So, Black Swan said DL Zesty Lemon is causing his mama unnecessary havoc for internet clicks and views. Triple said it's shameful for a grown man not to strive to provide for himself and his family. Linda said it is getting that way more and more. Rent is getting way too high all over the nation. That is very true. Triple said that's all Citrus does. I agree. Hood table.
Who is
Black
Citrus?
Swan. I don't know. Triple, let us know who Citrus is.
There's so many nicknames. I just don't understand anymore. Go ahead, girl.
Girl,
Citrus.
Black Swan says sometimes I feel sorry for Lemon's mama, but
Oh,
then remind
lemon.
themselves,
That's
not my
lemon.
mama.
That's lemon citrus. Okay,
Oh
got you,
Lord.
Triple. Okay. I
And
thought,
Triple, this one is a big one, Triple. This one is a big one. And that's what Pete, what's his name? Peter Piss. What's his name?
PA.
PA. Okay. So Triple said I can't stand seat warmers panel people who just sit there adding nothing to
I
the
can't
content.
either. It's so aggravating. And on top of that,
Absolutely.
he's made racial comment, derogatory racial. You know what? Screw it. He made some comments that were not anyway. Why can't I think the edible is kicking in? I think the edible has kicked in. I can't speak. He said some.
Girl, you better
He
tell
said,
that edible to sit back, sit
okay,
down somewhere.
it's kicking my ass. He
Oh
said
shit.
some racially motivated, derogatory things, and to Terry me because she went up there to talk to him about being a devil worshiper and a vampire.
Uh huh.
And so he was like, he got offended because he really thinks that he's a good rapper. And so he was like, you come up here trying to sound black. You sound ghetto. You sound ghetto as
Yeah,
fuck.
it said she
And,
sounded ghetto.
and he said, what did he say? She sound ghetto. She was trying to sound black. Oh, and what was the other one? Oh, ratchet. And he said she was ratchet.
Uh huh.
Because she's a white woman, he got offended, and she's in a. But it's like, and so Lemon got on him, and then he left, then he came back, and then people said something to him again. He left, and he didn't come back that night. But it wasn't but what, a week later, maybe, and he was just back on the panel,
Uh
just
huh.
sitting there smoking a blunt, looking down in the chat, looking like a dust bunny.
Uh huh.
And it's like, if you can't draw, where's the line? He doesn't even say anything outside of that bullshit. PA sits up there, he don't even say anything. So it's not even like you adding you know what I'm saying? You weren't controversial until you got into it with Terry Me. Other than that, you just sit up there looking dumb. So you don't even add anything to the show. I don't know, girl. That's what
Uh.
I'm saying. I think I'm gonna start going over to Miss Paulette and finding out what's going on and who's hitting it in the Mo 3 sector, and just
Oh,
going
Miss
over there
Paulette
for a
been
little
on
bit.
everything. But one thing I wanted to talk about before we wrap it up, what do you think about the situation with Lady Nika and Jay Dunn? Take your time.
I'm not sure how it started. I think it started with Jay Dunn and Bree. I think that's how it snowballed into Jay Dunn and Lady
Did he
Nika.
call you chorus?
Huh?
Triple called you chorus.
You know what, Triple? I can't. I can't. I cannot. But not chorus. But I'm not. I think they got into it over college stuff. I'm not sure what
Yeah,
happened.
because Jay Dunn was like, Brianna don't even know what school she went to because I guess Brianna had said to Uppity, because Uppity was going back and remember Uppity said she's going to a school that's a brick and mortar, and
Of
Brianna
course.
didn't go to a school that's a brick and mortar.
Of
I
course.
just have to say, some of the biggest, most notable colleges have online classes. You ain't never got a step in they brick and mortar. So saying you're going to a brick and mortar college, that don't mean a lot these days, especially during COVID. Everybody was at home. So, that was part of it. And then I guess Brianna had told Uppity that, her college was in what did she say? Start with an A.
Maryland,
Maryland
or
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 Minnesota. Yeah,
okay.
Maryland or Minnesota. Because she said Maryland, then J Dub was like, well, ain't it in Minnesota? And then Bree said, I don't know if it's in Minnesota. Maybe it's in Minnesota, but wherever it was, I graduated.
Hmm.
So
So I,
yeah, it was kind of like a tit for tat from there.
but I don't see how that blew up into as big as it did. And Jay Dunn, I don't see where something that small, like where your college is at, and you told her, and she said, "Oh, okay, I don't know where it's at, whatever." How did that snowball into Jay Dunn and Lady Nika getting into it? And I guess the part I watched, I guess Jay Dunn was saying that it happened on Nika's panel, so she wanted to address it on Nika's panel. And to me, if Lady Nika says, I don't want to discuss it, no, she said, not today. She didn't say she didn't want to discuss it ever. All she
She
said
kept
was,
saying
not
today ain't the day. Yeah, stuff
today.
like that.
And Jay Dunn just wouldn't let it go. And
Nor
see,
would Uppity. They both kept on coming back, dropping down, coming back, dropping down.
I don't, that's one thing. And Nika knows I've told her this numerous times. I don't understand how she can be so forgiving to people like Uppity. Because see, Uppity just recently was allowed on her panel again. Uppity was kicked off her panel. Because remember, Jay Dunn had this come to meeting on her channel for Uppity and Nika. And Uppity really didn't even apologize. But after that, Nika went live right after that come to Jesus meeting. And it took 3 minutes and Uppity was hitting the link. Because that's all she wanted was to be able to hit Pizza and Lady Nika's panels again. That's all she wanted. Because in the beef sector, what else is really going on besides Ness, Lemon, Lady
Yeah.
Nika, and Pizza?
Well,
And
I just didn't understand why Lady Nika, and I don't know if she's in the clouds or whatnot, but see, okay, I don't have a lot of people fighting on my panels, right? So
right.
for the people who have a lot of people fighting on their panels, when Jay Dunn and Uppity kept coming up there, I don't understand why they were kept being allowed to
Yeah.
come at Bree or whatever they was trying to do. And Lady Nika was screaming at the top of their lungs, I don't want to hear it. Drop down, bitch. Drop down. She didn't say that, but my Shakim voice. Drop down, bitch. Drop down. Like she was telling them, get out, drop down, get down, get out. And I'm like, why aren't you just dropping them?
Or put them in the
Or
back.
putting them in the back. I didn't
I
understand
don't
why
know.
Lady Nika
I don't
wasn't just
know.
dropping them. Like she
I don't
was
know.
screaming at the top of her lungs, and then she
I don't
kept
know.
letting them back on. And then she was again screaming at the top of her lungs, drop down, drop down. I don't want to hear
I
that shit
don't
out.
know.
Why did you just drop them down?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. People, this is no lie, people in her chat, her supporters, have got talked to her about this in 50 different ways. And she'll go, I'm going to change because I ain't going to let this happen again. And then the next week, it's the same thing. Because Jay Dunn and Uppity have a habit of going down. Then when somebody says something, they go back up. Then they drop down, especially Uppity's black ass. You know, up, down, up, down, up, down. And once you go down, I'm not letting you back up, especially if you was cutting the fuck up. And what's funny to me is Jay Dunn runs her panel like a military operation. You can't overtalk. You can't say certain shit. You can't do this. You can curse a little bit. But you know, she has all these rules and regulations. Like she said, I run a tight ship. But she'll go on Lady Nika or Pete's panel and blow the shit up. And like, well, she's not allowed on Jay Wilson, but she'll blow the shit up. Because technically, if the channel holder tells you, I don't want to hear it today, you should just, especially you, Jay Dunn gets numbers over there. She could have easily fired up her live and everybody would have went over there and saw what she was talking about. But I don't know. I don't know why, Nika, because I would have dropped both of
I would
them.
have dropped both of them. And let me just make sure I say this. It don't matter if it was Jay, Uppity, Jim, James, Pauls, Matthew, Luke, Paul.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Not the
It don't
disciple.
matter. Not the
Okay.
disciples, child. I'm just letting you know. It don't matter which one of them, Bartholomew.
Right. Oh, you went
It
in
don't
there.
matter.
Okay.
I went way
Ooh,
back in the Old Testament, child.
you,
But
yes.
it don't matter who it was. I would have just
Mhm.
dropped them.
I know, because if it was Reuben, any of them,
Right.
they'd have had to go. And yeah, because Jay Dunn knows, I like her. Jay Dunn knows I've liked her for years. When
Yeah, we
folks
fuck
was
with
giving her,
Jay. We fuck
yeah,
with
when
Jay
that
Dunn.
folks be giving her the business, she could always come over here. I'm always gonna speak to her. Everybody in the chat be talking about her like a dog. I'ma always say Dunn with a heart, and always have. But yeah, she should have got down. She should have got down and fired up her live, put Nika's name or Bree's name in the title. People would have came over there and she could have, did whatever she wanted to do. Um, you know, what would you do if something like that was happening on your channel?
Well, I never had this particular incident where, let me say, see, we have to make sure we make it very plain, right? This particular incident was Lady Nika and her homegirl, and two women who were coming at her homegirl. Now, she told them specifically in the very beginning, y'all know this was before Bree even hit the panel. She said, y'all know I fuck with Bree. I rock with Bree, and I'm not just going to sit here and be in the middle of this shit. I don't want to be in the middle of this shit. Da, 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 da. And she kept trying to change the subject. What else is going on? Things like that. Bree still never hit the panel. Then once Jada dropped down, Bree hit the panel, and she's like, okay, I'm glad the garbage took yourself out. Now I can finally hit your panel. Then Jada and Uppity kept coming back up there. And they were trying to confront Bree. And I'm not saying they're not wrong. This is the B sector. I'm not saying what they did was wrong. I'm saying if you didn't want to deal with that shit, and this is your homegirl, like let's say it's you, and there's two people coming up here, and they coming at you, and I'm like, no, I don't want you to be attacked. I don't want you. This is my homegirl. Like, who was that the other day? Was they saying something? Somebody said some sly shit about Deanna, but it was a joke, right? And we all was like, you ain't coming at our homegirl Deanna. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
like it's like I would have just dropped them down. I'm
It
not
was done.
gonna have two people keep coming up
Yeah.
here shading and talking shit about somebody I really fuck with.
But I mean, how would you, like, say I'm
I
up
would have
here?
just dropped them or not let them back up.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have spent all that time. Like I literally watched the whole show, and Lady Nika spent damn near an hour, if
Yeah.
not more.
It was more.
It was more than an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do this. Don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Get down. Get down. I'm like,
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
is I was so
And
confused. Like,
here's the thing. We all know the done. We know what the
and
done
we know the
did.
downs and we know the ups. You know what
And
they give.
and I'm not talking about that piece of. I'm talking about the done data.
Okay, the done data.
Yeah, we ain't talking about. But we know what she gives. So what you have is two Virgos that are going at it, right? And Jay Dunn is a Virgo through and through. If you say something to her, she's not going to let it slide. She's not going to be satisfied until she explains whatever it is that needs to be explained. And so she's going to stay up there until she feels like she's gotten whatever she wanted to say all the way out. She's not going to be deterred, and she's going to keep on pressing the issue. She's not going to stop. That's the Virgo in her. And so Nika should know that. And as a Virgo, she ought to know that Jay Dunn is not going to stop until Jay Dunn feels like she's satisfied with what she's had to say and how she feels about whatever it is. So technically, obviously, like you said, it's like Jay Dunn, I love you, girl. You my girl, but you got to get down and drop her or put her in the bag. Now, what killed me was when Jay Dunn said, "We not friends. What made you think we friends?" And I was like, because I told Jay Dunn when YouTube cameras was talking about it this morning. I was just because Dunn dropped down, and I forget what she said, but she was talking about what happened at Nika's or something. And I was just like, Dunn, I'm paraphrasing. I was like, Dunn, you really said that? Y'all not friends? And she point blank was like, after what they did with TSCC, after what they did to me when she was in TSCC, they did all that shit, do you really think that I would be friends with any of them? And I had to let it go. And I typed in there, I was like, I know exactly what they did to you with TSCC. I get it. And I was like, it's just the visuals, you know what I'm saying? What we saw made it seem like y'all were friendly. Y'all were friends or friendly or had a YouTube ship. She was like, basically, no. I'm not I could never be friends with any of them that, with TSCC after what they did to me. And I told her, I thought bygones were bygones. You know what I'm saying? Because Lady Nika, people would be in her chat when Jay Dunn would hit her panel, and they'd be like, "Oh my God, get her down, get her down! Oh Lord, oh my, I can't stand her going in." And Lady Nika would have to tell him, "I'm not going to throw Jay Dunn away. Jay Dunn is always welcome on my panel, so y'all just gonna have to get over it." And so after you see all that, it makes you think that, they let bygones be bygones. And I think Lady Nika had. But when she was up there going through it with Lady Nika, she told her, she said, we're not friends. I'm not your friend.
Mm-hmm.
And I know, I bet that took Lady Nika, I bet that caught her a little off guard. Just a little
Yeah,
bit.
when she said that she was not child, and Bree said it first. Remember, Bree said, and that's why I titled the video "What in the Ain't No Friends on YouTube," because
Hmm.
when Bree said, "Well, it ain't like y'all, you ain't her friend, or ain't you supposed to be her friend, or something like that," and Jada said, "No,
Yep.
she
Sure
ain't my
did.
friend," and Lady Nika was like, "Excuse me,
Sure did.
girl." Lady Nika was.
Yeah. Taken
And
aback.
she was silent. She was silent for a little bit. And she was like, because
Mm-hmm.
like she said, she had been, I don't know what you want to call it, but she wasn't allowing people to attack J Dunn.
No,
She wasn't
no,
allowing people to block J Dunn. She wasn't
no.
allowing people to,
Yep.
and
Anytime J Dunn wanted to hit her panel, she could hit her panel. She would
yeah,
stop people that J Dunn didn't get along with. She would like tell hold them back until J Dunn, you know what I'm saying, got off the panel with it. I mean,
uh-huh.
I really think she thought they had at the least a YouTube shit.
A YouTube ship, not
Yeah,
maybe a friendship, but a
yeah.
YouTube ship. Yeah,
And J
yeah,
Dunn cracked that nut wide open. No, we not friends.
yeah,
And
yeah,
I told her the optics. I was like, the optics look completely different.
yeah. It
No
was
one.
definitely the optics. Yeah,
But when don't you see where J Dunn was coming from? No, when she was like, "Why would I be her friend after what TSCC did to me?" And you think back and you think, well, yeah,
yeah. And
yeah.
even speaking of TSCC, every now and again somebody bring that video up with Bree, and I'm like, I think Bree. I mean, I think Jay Dunn. The main reason why she brought that video up where VS disowned, or not disowned, but denounced Bree for the second time,
Hmm.
because it was the second time, right?
I'm not. I have to see the video. I can't. I kind of.
Because I could have sworn it was the first and then it was a second.
I knew it was a first, but I didn't know there was a second. But go
Well,
ahead.
maybe that was the first. Maybe, girl, I don't know. I don't know. I
I
thought it
don't
was two times. I
remember.
might be wrong, but I thought it was two times. But when she brought that video up, I can see why she might have, because she said she asked VS for permission to play that video. And it was because Jada was saying Brianna was calling them nobodies, calling her and Ness or other people nobodies. And she was like, "Oh, you calling me a nobody? But this is where you came from. Was you before VS, left and got banned from YouTube and had that fight at the IHOP and all this shit." You know what I'm saying? Because I guess from what Jay Dunn is saying, before VS, and I remember Brianna from VS.
I do
Once
too.
I met Brianna from VS, I
Yeah.
actually went to Brianna's channels, and looked at her older videos. And it was like some cooking videos, and some of the videos she was just sitting around talking, sitting in her bed or sitting in her
Ooh,
living
that
room or
girl can
whatever.
make a pound cake like nobody's
Yes,
business.
yes.
But
It
go
was just
ahead.
videos, where she just talking to
Mm-hmm.
her subscribers. It wasn't no B sector shit, nothing like that. It
Mm-mm.
wasn't hundreds and hundreds of people in the chat. She didn't have a
Mm-mm.
whole bunch of subscribers. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
saying that VS elevated her, but VS, apparently she believes that she elevated a lot of people, including VS. I mean, including Brianna. But Jay
Mm-hmm.
Dell was basically trying to say, why you saying we nobodies and all this kind of shit? Look where
Mm-hmm.
you was when VS denounced you
Mm-hmm.
publicly.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm like, damn, every time I see that video, I cringe.
Mm-hmm.
And
I
VS
think.
wasn't even being mean. That's the thing about it. She wasn't being mean. She wasn't being disrespectful. She was just like, I asked you once. I asked you twice. And now we have to say goodbye.
Oh, about using her. What about using her name and
No,
stuff?
not about using her name. Remember the shit where she said Brianna was like, there was a certain, did you watch the video? Like Brianna, it was that incident where Brianna had told, I guess VS had told Brianna stop carrying bones or stop riling up her people or stop
Oh
something.
God, yes. Oh my
Right,
God.
and I guess Brianna, according to the video, she had went and told somebody that somebody else was talking shit about
Yes.
her child, and that lady had got
Yes.
riled up, and da da
Yes.
da da da. Da. And VS was like,
Yes.
I done already told you once. I done
Oh.
already. This is not how we rock. This is not how we roll. This is not how our group did down. And when you looking at that video for the people who are newer in the B sector, that's the way shit was in the early
I
B sector
forgot
days.
all
If you
about
did
that.
anything that you're the person you following or whatever, or the team that you on or whatever the fuck you want to call it, oh, you would get denounced and banished publicly. Even VS, when watching that video, she's like, we don't normally just go over in people's chats and do da 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 da. We might just stand and watch for the clouds and woo woo. That's how shit was back then.
Only
Don't
thing
let
I
no
disagree.
CC see you in somebody else's chat and you supposed to support them, but you over in somebody else's chat dropping down. Oh,
Yeah,
that
that's
was a
the
no-no
thing.
back in the day.
The beef sector is soft now.
Yeah.
Soft. And I disagree with you. That was mean. That was mean. You said it wasn't mean. That was mean. But like you said, that's the way it was back then. But to get that, not to hold
Well,
alive
let me say, I don't
and
want to say it
people
wasn't
come,
mean. We know how VS can get, right?
yeah, but it was still
But
mean.
if you watch the video, Choreo, I don't know if you watched it or when the last time you watched it.
I remember seeing it, but it's been a
J Dunn
minute.
got it on her channel.
It's been a minute.
That wasn't as bad as VS could get.
No, but
That's
it
why
was
I
still
said it
mean.
wasn't. She wasn't disrespectful. She wasn't cussing her out. She wasn't. It was. She wasn't raising her voice. Nothing
You don't have to do all that to still
compared
be
to what
mean.
VS can do. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, well, well, let me tell you something. You don't have to do all that to be mean and do
I mean,
something
regardless
mean.
if I like her or not. I mean, she was speaking in a regular tone, a normal tone. Okay, I told you once, I told you twice. Now, the denouncing publicly, yeah, that can be very shameful and very embarrassing. But
Right.
all I'm saying is she could have been like way more. We know how VS can get.
Yeah.
She could have been cussing you out, calling you
Yeah.
out your name, all that kind of shit. But she really liked Brie, and she said that over and over in that video. I really liked you, like,
She still likes Brie.
and she still
She
likes Brie.
still has a soft spot for
She still
Brie.
has a soft spot
She
for
really
Brie.
does. She really
Yep,
does.
and we all know that. Yep,
Yes,
yep.
because because I think there's been plenty of times. No, I won't say plenty. I think there's been a few times she's been really upset with Brie, and she didn't go after her. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying?
And she
I
has
mean,
a soft
since she,
spot for Brie. Yeah, she
yeah,
definitely
she
does.
does. She really
Yeah,
does. So
she
I see
definitely
what
does.
you're saying. If it had been anybody else, she'd have probably cussed him out
She
good
would
and
have
out.
dog walked. She would have
But
dragged
it's
and rag
right,
tagged their ass if it was
but
anybody but Brie.
right, but it still was me. Because it didn't have to be in front of everybody when you got their phone number. So there was a
Yeah,
little shaming, but it's okay. Bree
yeah.
survived, and
She did
she's
survive, and look at her now. She did
yeah,
survive, and look at her now.
And Bree. I don't care what nobody say. Bree knows that VS has a special place for her in her heart. She
I think,
knows.
honestly, truly, I think they still have a special place for each other. I
I
really think
don't know
that.
because I'm thinking about when she went apple juice and let that cocksucking old bitch cuss VS out on her panel.
Well,
I'm
well,
still. Excuse me, y'all. I'm sorry that slipped out. I don't know how that slipped out, but
it might be the edibles. But Peter Panel Killer said, I heard Nika's heart stop when Jada. Man, Peter Panel Killer, all I heard was silence. All I heard was silence. P said, I heard Nika's heart stop.
but you know something that Jay Dunn, if she can find a spot that's when she feels hurt or disrespected, if she can find an end that will hurt you, Jay Dunn gonna go for it. But these are things that people in the B sector should know. If Jay Dunn feels like you've done something to her, you've hurt her feelings, you've wronged her in any way, she's gonna stick the knife in and twist it. Now I get what she said about the TSCC and what they did to her, but she also knows that Nika made special. She had special privileges over there, and she knew that that would hurt Nika. I don't care what anybody. She knew that would cut deep because that's like if I hit your panel and you tell me don't do that, Choreo, don't do that, and I go, girl, don't tell me what to do. You ain't my friend. Wouldn't you be like, hello, bitch? What? So yeah, that's a shame.
Yeah.
Where'd you go?
I'm sitting here on mute. I was here.
Why didn't you say nothing?
Because you was talking.
But you know what
Why
I'm
you
saying?
always say I'm interrupted? I'm trying to be
Because you was
quiet.
going
What the?
on mute, and I'm like, why you was sipping? That's what you was
No,
doing.
I was literally on here crunching on some ice. I was crunching on some ice. You probably heard me.
No, I didn't hear
When I
you.
hit mute, girl, I'm
Uh-uh.
crushing on this ice from this strawberry margarita, girl.
Oh, I love a strawberry
Girl,
margarita.
you know I buy the do y'all have them there? They call dailies.
Premix, and all you have to do is
Yes,
add the
yes.
vodka. Yeah, I
Oh,
mean the
yeah, or you
tequila.
can just drink them by themselves, or you can just add like a little shots of vodka or whatever in there. But I just drink them by themselves as is.
Mm-mm.
Yes, they
What's
so
the fun
good
in that? Who wants? Mm-mm. You gotta
because
put.
I already be having my liqueur, and that is
Mm-hmm.
just like something extra that I be drinking on the
Mm-hmm.
side with my
Okay.
liqueur.
Gotcha. Okay. But yeah,
And Black
I'm sure
Swan said VS always had a soft spot when disciplinary action was required for Brianna. Yeah.
that's
And you
true.
could tell that back in the day, because I mean, we all watched VS, and she could come down hard on a motherfucker,
She would
and then
drop it.
sometimes she just be like as calm as she can be,
Mm-hmm. And
and
I
you know,
think, yeah, and I think that's why Brianna could come back. I don't know if VS, and I might be wrong because my memory, but I don't know if VS has ever denounced somebody and let them come back easy, easily.
yeah,
Then
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? They had to, because I know well I ain't gonna bring that up because
What? Well, don't bring it up if you don't want to. Don't bring it up.
mm-mm. Well, I'll just say,
And hey, Room Shaker, how you doing, love? Hey, Room Shaker, Shaker.
yeah, I'm not gonna bring it up. But yeah,
Okay.
there's been times when you to even get in TSCC, you had to give up information. You had to be a double A. You know what I'm saying? Because I know a one person who, when they wanted to be in TSCC, VS was like, "You gotta give me their information because I know y'all talk."
Yeah, they said
And
that she had to have something on your head, like
yeah,
something.
and so the person gave up something, and then things happened to the other person they gave the information out on. So yeah, it was a tight ship, and it could be deadly.
It could be very deadly. It is. She really ran a type shit. Like Lady D could be saying, "I run a type shit."
Mhm.
Shit,
Yeah, Lady
VS
Nika does not
ran
run
a
a tight
tight ship, and
ship.
I used to watch. I used to watch VS faithfully every day. It didn't matter if she was growing some tomatoes, if she
Right,
was shampooing her dogs, if she
right,
was on live sleeping in her onesie. It
right.
didn't matter what she was doing. I used to cook it. I learned how to make grits. I learned how to make grits perfectly watching VS do her grits in the morning for breakfast. But I never was TSCC, none of that type of shit. And so when she came back, and I was already before VS even came, I was already covering what do you call them? Court stories inside and outside of the sector. Now, if it was public information in the sector, then some of us would report on it. If it wasn't publicly known, I didn't report on it. If it was a celebrity or some other shit, then that, hell yeah, I'm reporting on it if I want to. But when she came back and I started reporting on certain stories, oh, that's her lap dog. Oh, that's this, and she's that. And I'm like, and then they was telling me, oh, she's original TSCC. I'm like, I was never TSCC. I just watched and I was a fan. And I always liked her. And when she went to jail or when she got locked up or whatever that shit happened, I was one of the people who were vocal about it. Like, that's fucked up. And ever since then, I don't give a fuck what you say. I always been standing on 10 toes with that girl Kika Leak. Okay. No, I don't want to ride with you. King, do you
Hmm.
want to ride? Nope, nope. I always stood
Hmm.
10 toes down and I thought that was some type of setup. Always.
It
And I don't
was.
give a fuck what people say.
Hmm.
And I always stood on that and I always was vocal about that shit. But was I ever TSCC? No. I liked her. I was a fan of hers. I enjoy her commentary. I learned a lot from her. Yeah, she used to get down like a lot of motherfuckers in the sector. Get down, be grimy and all that kind of stuff. Docs, I mean, they was all doing that shit. But
Hmm.
what I hated was how somebody picked who they would allow to do some shit and who they wouldn't allow to do some shit. And that's why I've never been the kind of person where you could like make me get on a bandwagon. I like who I like, I follow who I follow, and that's just it. But yep,
Yeah.
always been that way. Always.
Mhm.
And look at that. Look at Jay Dunn in the chat taking notes. You see, she always put that little notebook in the chat when she taking notes.
Well,
You
Jay
see
Dunn,
it right there.
Jay Dunn, you heard Dunn? Did you hear us talking about you? Was I accurate? Was I accurate? Was I accurate on that Virgo stuff?
Child, I don't know about y'all Virgos. I only know about the Capricorns.
Oh Lord.
Cap,
Not okay.
caps, ew. Caps. Girl, wait till cap season come. Caps. I don't know about y'all Virgos or none of y'all Leos or Geminis or none of that bullshit, okay?
Yeah, Virgos
Girl.
are they get
Some of
along.
y'all can be a lot. Some of y'all can be a lot.
Yeah, August Virgos are very nice. September Virgos, not so much.
Yeah, you
Not
got
so
a red
much.
ball, J Dub, because we did commentary on everything in the last 24 to 48.
Ooh,
Okay.
we talked about you, Jay Dunn.
I feel like what's that TV show down there in
What?
Louisiana?
What?
24 48 out. What's that show called?
The first
Another
48.
48. The first 48. Yeah. I feel like we was doing the first 48, J Dunn.
Yeah, or autopsy, because you was slaying, you was
Oh,
cutting up folks. You
J Dunn was
cutting.
cutting up. J Dunn, she
Mhm.
was. She
I'm trying
was.
to think if there's any. Oh, I think has Tracy been going live?
You know what? I think Tracy is still living her best life. Didn't they say she got her a man?
Well,
Like
yeah, but yeah, she definitely has a man because
she
she
has
is.
a man.
But I thought I saw somebody say that she's over in other areas doing
I don't
live.
know where she at, like as far as other areas, but I do know she be giving Daria the business on her
Yes.
motherfucking community wall. And it seems like almost a daily Tracy be giving Daria the business on her
Okay.
community wall.
Okay. So why does pizza call Daria Darla?
And so does Lemon. Lemon
Oh,
calls her
yeah.
Darla as well. And then
Okay.
Rob Rex call her diarrhea.
You know what?
He does. Remember when I told you Rob Rex was doing his stand-up comedy shows at the
Yes.
club? And he was
Yes.
doing comedy on the B sector and on Daria, and he was calling
Yes.
her diarrhea.
I
And
did.
the people was laughing. They was really like laughing. When he said,
Okay.
yeah, I knew this one girl I call her diarrhea. They was like really laughing.
I mean, who would think? Well,
You know what?
she still deals with them, so
Oh, she
you
still did
know.
with him allegedly. Annie K allegedly. Who else was she fucking with?
Was it Pharaoh? Was she?
Dude Farrell? I'm like,
I don't
child.
know if she did that though, but
If
why?
I fuck with any motherfucker, if I fucked with any Coriel, make sure you write this down. If I
Okay.
fucked with any motherfucker in the sector,
Uh-huh.
that would be the only time.
What, Duke
I'm
Fair?
not going from nigga to nigga to nigga in a sector.
Are you? Oh, you're
I
not
will
saying
not.
it
Y'all will
would.
not call me a hoe.
You are not saying it would be Duke Farrell. You're just saying it would
I'm
be
saying
one.
any nigga.
Oh, okay.
If I fuck with any nigga, it will not be a 2, 3. It would not be a. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No. Because that just looks bad. Like at least go to a different sector. Go to the mommy sector. Go to the beauty sector. Go to the truck driver sector.
Yeah.
Shit. But all in the same sector, you fucking around with different niggas, and they calling you a hoe, and you get mad.
Yeah.
Child. What up, Jay
I
Dizzle?
used to. I used to
Hey,
feel sorry for her, but
Girl, I ain't
hey,
never felt
Don.
sorry for her. What up, Jay?
hey, I didn't realize I was this behind on the live. I just had got up in here when I put my emojis. But I'm
Oh,
like an hour and a half behind. So that's why I said, well, let me just wait and I'll catch the replay.
Girl, you
okay.
so behind. But one thing I want to ask you, somebody said in the chat they heard Lady Nika's heartbreak when you said we is not friends. Girl, I was when I tell y'all that weren't listening, child, Lady Nika was on silent. And J Dunn, that's why I titled the video said ain't no friends on YouTube. Cause girl, Lady Nick was like, all right, bitch.
But that's the craziest thing because I don't get why she even thought that we were friends. Me and Nika barely been cordial easily for like the last 6 months. That's not a friendship. Friendships don't form like that in my world.
Yeah, I feel you on that. I mean, I have people that I talk to outside of YouTube, and I can't say that they are really my friends. And then I have some people that might hit me up every now and then outside of YouTube, and I still consider them just a YouTube associate or whatever, 1099, whatever you want to call them, right?
Hmm.
So when you talk about friendships, you talking about somebody who you talk to on a regular basis. I can hit you up in the middle of the night, girl, Corey, I want to talk. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like
Yeah.
you can hit
Yep.
people up on a regular. You talking about family, kids, parents, school, work, whatever. So
Right.
I feel you on that. Like friends. Some people they loosely use that word. I'll just say that.
It's used very loosely, but then they look at me like I'm crazy because I'm like, what? Because let's start number one. Friendships require trust. Nika don't trust me and I don't trust her. There ain't no friendship there.
Huh. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That may. I mean, you when you told me when you wrote what you did in YouTube cameras chat to me, that's it. I understood completely what you were saying. That one sentence. You
Yeah, oh yeah. So what I was telling Corio, because I think it's crazy how up until yesterday, Nika was under the impression that me and her had a friendship. But meanwhile, Brianna, her other friend, was able to just lie and just do all this extra shit over there. If that's a friendship that you offer me, I don't want that.
Well, I was talking about when you said that, there was no trust because you would never trust her because of what TSCC did. And it
Oh
made me,
yeah.
yeah, it made me go back and I was like, well, that was the sentence that I was like, I get it. But the optics were there though, Jay Dunn, for years. She let you, she wouldn't let anybody bother you in her chat. You were always welcomed on her panel. And so, at the very least, I thought there was a very close YouTube ship.
Yeah,
You,
that's what some of us would think. Like she would like give you a pass a lot
yeah,
of times and shit
yeah,
like that. But when she heard that, she was like, oh, well, ain't no more protection, ain't no more there go that word protection. Ain't no more, protection. If anybody wants to knock her out the chat or time her out or anything, it's like whatever.
But even that right there, in real friendships, do you have to give your friend protection?
yeah.
Let's really call the
In
thing
the
a
beef,
thing.
in the beef sector, when you're a controversial content creator, yeah, Jay Dunn, yeah,
No, well, I disagree, Corio,
okay,
because no, I didn't ask for any protection from anybody.
okay,
Um, I didn't ask for anything like that. I just had compassion when she went through all the stuff because I know what it's like to go through all that.
yeah, yeah.
But
Yeah.
just because I have compassion, that don't make us friends overnight. Absolutely not.
Mm, okay.
Well, let me say, when you played that video, every time I see that video, I cringe. Every time I see that video that you played from VS,
Oh,
I cringe.
yeah, I had to, even that right there, I had to contact VS yesterday to ask her permission to play it because I knew I had it, but it's all about a level of respect. And I was like, well, before I play this, and then, that could be something talking later, let me just make sure. But yeah, I got all of that stuff because
Yeah,
it
Mm,
was a
because
big
even
thing going
though,
on between me and the TSCC people. I
right.
just forgave VS from it, but we not friends. But I feel like I'm able to look past it, and it took all them years, all them
You're
mm-hmm,
years.
basically cordial. You can probably be
mm-hmm,
on a platform with each other. You can probably hold a conversation with each other. But
mm-hmm.
and I understand you because I was thinking at the same time when you kept saying, well, you not kept saying, but you said, I asked BS, and I was thinking that's from her like a channel that she don't even have anymore. So for you to ask BS because it ain't like she can strike you because it ain't like it's on a channel that she still, you know what I'm saying, still has. from the past. But like you said, it's that respect. Is it
Right.
okay if I
Respect.
play this? Because it is still somebody's content. Because people will do that shit real quick. They'll see you lost a channel and they done recorded something in the past and they'll just be playing your shit, because they know you don't have that channel anymore.
Yeah. No, it's about respect. I was sitting here looking at Zulu now, and they say respect is given to a dog.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give the respect to a person, and I'm gonna ask first. Um, but more so, just so the VS would know, like, if this is a talking point later, it's because I brought this out the archive, and then that way she
Right.
ain't like, she won't be caught
She
off
ain't caught
guard.
by surprise. Right. She won't be caught
Right.
by surprise. Because VS is really over there living her soft life. Like, seriously.
Over there
Hmm.
buying furniture and stuff.
Yeah. Buying furniture, putting furniture together, getting her spot, put together. You know? But
Mhm.
yeah, but still, yeah. Every time I see that video, I cringe because I just like, and I always said some people like even Corio said that was kind of mean what VS did, but I'm like compared to all the other shit we've seen VS do publicly to people, I think that was kind of like showing a lot of grace and favor still when she was denouncing Brianna because she was so calm, she wasn't cussing, she wasn't like she didn't call her out any names. We know how far VS can go. But
Yeah, but the main thing that I wanted to show with that is like for Brianna to be around here talking about people or nobodies when she was nobody without VS. That's point blank in the period. And then also it showed that Brianna is manipulative as hell, and she done been that way from day one. Where she had went and got Miss Mullins to come to Jay Wilson's about something, then got mad at Miss Mullins for getting upset about it. Well,
yeah,
then
it
why
has
did you
something to
bring
do with
that to
her
her?
kid or something. Somebody had said something about her
Yeah,
kid or some shit like that. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, so I mean,
yeah. This was during the time of the whole military gate. Do you remember when
yeah,
they had that whole military gate with
yeah. And they
Mullins?
were
And
gonna call
then
her. They called his officer or his supervisor or whatever you want to call it, captain.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
and was basically about to get him fired or
He
something
almost
out of the
got fired because they
military.
was saying what his mama was doing on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I remember.
Yeah, so when she mentioned about Mullins and her son, that's what she was talking about with that. And I'm like, okay, well then that's something that somebody would rightfully get angry about. Um, but it just goes to show the history. Just like a couple of weeks ago, unfortunately, I had to bring out the transcript on Ness ass because Ness came revamped herself and was totally different until I had that Beachy clip.
Yeah.
Like,
And
well,
when I was
y'all ain't
talking
about to
about
play
the
around in 2026. Y'all crazy.
right, and when I was talking about you pulling out that video, did say earlier that I said I think she brought that out because Jada mentioned how Bree said that you, and somebody else were nobodies. Was she talking about Ness when she said the other person was nobody? It was like you and one other person. Was it Ness or
Yeah,
was it
she
Uppity?
said that about me and this.
Ness. Okay, okay.
Yeah, she called herself dragging both of us, which I think that was unwarranted. It was uncalled for. Especially for me to find out about it after the fact. And again, Nika said that according to Nika up in her brain, we was friends.
Right. Yeah, when you said that though, Jada, and I'm telling you, it was like dead silence when you said no, we ain't friends.
No,
Sorry,
I'm not.
I
I'm
jumped.
not one of those people that just be big on just claiming friendships. I don't. I don't do that because I think a friendship requires a lot. It requires a lot to just put that label on. No.
Yeah, because Virgos are very loyal. Once they put the friend tag on you, we're very loyal. Very, very loyal. So it's hard to even get in that zone. I see what you're saying, Jada. But
Mm-hmm.
it still was it still was just kind of shocking when you said that. It was like, wow. Huh. But I don't feel what started between you And Bree, was it over degrees or something?
Well, I had explained this in Romans Calling a couple of weeks back. All of this stemmed from me joking with Pizarro about Pizarro going to the graduation party.
Okay.
All of this started because when Brianna was on her hiatus, um, I had got wind that Pizarro was going to the graduation party, and I heard her mention it. And so I told Pizarro that I was going to the graduation party. I said, I'm bringing a plus one. I can't wait to see you. This is how it started.
On a
This is
joke.
how it
Okay.
started with me messing with Pizarro about me being there. So then Pizarro, being Pizarro, wanting to be anonymous and stuff, she started going crazy. But I thought it was a funny joke. But what I wasn't aware of was that was so paranoid that she went and told Brianna. So then Brianna came back on here talking about you not invited, you can't come to my party and all this kind of stuff. Like, girl,
Oh,
I'm joking with her.
okay. Watch out, Sophie.
But if you
Okay.
want to be snooty about it like that, then I could tell you that at my age of 39, about to be 40, girl, no graduation parties. I did that in my 20s, and I stand on that. Like, what is we talking about?
Was you really gonna
You
go to the
doing
party if you
something,
could though?
No.
huh?
Was you really gonna go to the party if you could though?
No, I did that in my 20s. Hood table. My my family graduated in their 20s. We don't do that. Decide to go to college later on in life. No, no, I was just messing with Pizarro at that time because I just wanted her to wonder, what's what. But it was really a joke. But once I realized Brianna had took it and put her ego with it, and I'm
Hmm.
thinking to myself, like, bitch, I had a whole master's at 25, ho. 25.
Yeah.
Plenty of graduation parties.
But I'm still happy for her, though. But I know you guys were arguing, so. But I'm still happy for her. Cause see, I went to school like you, Jay Dunn, right out of high school. So I didn't have, because Brianna, people like Brianna, they have to work full time. A lot of people have kids and they're taking online courses. So it's really hard. But for you and I, we went kind of straight out of high school. So we were still kids. And you know what I mean? We had no children, no bills to
Yeah, I
pay.
went straight after high school,
Well,
but
but
I
hold
didn't
on,
Right.
Corey.
finish.
I have to correct you. I had bills to pay because my mama died at 19. Let's not forget. So
Oh
I was
shit.
working full time. I was in college full time. I did have a mortgage and bills to pay. I had all of that
Okay, I'm
and
thinking. See,
still
when my mom,
finished by the
when
time
my,
I was 25. So
yeah,
I'm not impressed that somebody that finally got a bachelor's at 35. I'm just not.
you know
Well, I
what?
went to college out of high school, but I
Mhm.
didn't finish at that time because
Right, right,
eventually I had struggles and I was out
right.
there in the streets and whatever, and then I eventually
Sure.
had kids,
Right,
so I had to go back with my
right.
kids. So when I talk about how I was working two jobs and I was
Hmm.
also going to college and my mother
Hmm.
was helping me out and my brothers, I tell these stories sometimes.
Hmm.
My brothers, they literally damn near moved in with me, not for real, but they was always there because I'm like, hey, bro, I got to go to school. Da, 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 da. All right, we be over, you know. So
Hmm.
I had that village around me, but no, I didn't go. I didn't graduate right after,
Right.
2, 3, 4 years after high school. It took me a minute. I went back, and the people in the class was younger to me, and I was a little intimidated. But I was like, shit, fuck y'all, I
Yeah.
got this.
Well, my mom died young too, but the only difference, I think, my dad swooped in, uh, you know, and so we had that backbone. Because I was your dad. Did your Was your dad around, Jay Dunn? I'm trying to think of your origin story. Was he around?
Well, well, yeah, he was, but
Okay,
again, he was doing the most out there up in them streets. My daddy,
okay, that's what it was. That's
yeah,
what.
so he was in and out of my situation, but
Okay,
even after my mama died, yes, my daddy was around after the
okay,
fact, but he was still trying to get on the straight and narrow himself.
got you. Okay, okay. I couldn't quite
Yep.
remember. Yeah. Okay.
And as
So
you're right, Jules, as long as you get it done, it's
as
all
long
that
as you get,
matters.
that's right. That's what I'm
Yep.
saying. Because Yeah, because especially, let me just tell you, I don't know about y'all, but when you're trying to, because Brianna's in a relationship, men will get on your, men are a whole nother full time job. When you know what I'm saying? When you're in a relationship and you got a full time job, you are worn out between the full time job and the man. So she had all of that going on. I'm just happy for her because I remember when she first told us she was going back. Do you guys remember that? When she first told us she was, a lot of people
Yep,
didn't
I
even
remember.
believe, yeah, a lot of people didn't even believe her.
I
You
remember
know
when
what
she
I'm
was talking about
saying?
she had to go get her books and all. Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Because didn't we have to? Didn't she want some cash apps for the? I can't remember. Let me shut
Girl,
up.
I can't remember if she
Yeah,
wanted
she had
cash
a
app
whole
or not.
school supply list like she was a child. I saw.
Yeah, I can't remember. I kind of vaguely remember, but
I can't stand Jay.
she said like she a child. You know what, J Dub?
She's so
When
damn
I
messy.
bought my house this last time, I sure had me a housewarming Amazon list. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Well, that's a housewarming gift for your
Yeah,
home.
that's
That's
different.
different.
But school supplies, let's talk about it though, because let's be real. School supplies for a college that you don't even know whether it's in Maryland or Minnesota. Did y'all see that short that I posted late last night?
Well,
I,
I
I
actually
saw it.
saw that, and I saw the in real time, and I saw the short, and
I
I think
saw
she
it. I
said
saw
Maryland, and then you said you must have been in the chat, and you said something else, and
I
then she
was
said,
up
"Oh,
in
well,
the chat.
Minnesota or whatever," and then I remember Lady Nika because I was watching it on her video and your replay, and Lady Nika said, "Girl, Jay Jonah said, don't let me know more about your school." Girl, I was hollering, I was at
it.
work cracking up.
Well,
Lady Nika said, Jay Jonah
fact,
said,
but
"Don't let me know more about your school than you do, Bree."
just the fact alone that she said that her school, brick and mortar school, was in Maryland when it's not. But then people pay for you a school supply list like you was going into somebody's building. Girl, you crazy.
No, I think we knew she was taking classes online, right? I don't remember that much detail, but
Well, this whole time I thought she was at home taking classes.
I did too. I did too.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I mean,
I wish they had that option back in the day. You know what I'm
girl, I
saying?
was
That
in
would have
class and I
been
was at school.
so.
Some semesters I was in class, some semesters I was at
I
home.
think out of all four, well, 4.5 years, I had maybe four classes online. That's it. I mean, to sit and take all your classes online. Could you? I can't. That would have been so lovely.
I didn't like
Ooh,
it though. I
I did.
preferred
Well,
to
but
be in the
that's what
classroom.
Uppity was saying that the reason why Brianna had went to that school was because that was one of them schools that VS was telling people that you can go enroll in school to get the money kicked back. Remember when VS was teaching people about financial aid and stuff like that, or what you can get.
I remember. I
But
think I vaguely remember. I think I don't
Yeah, I
know.
didn't like
yeah,
online
what
classes. I like to be in school and get that hands-on teacher face to face. You know, I don't know. I just prefer to be in class.
So Uppity said that Bree was just going for the money.
well,
What?
initially she started off for the money. That's what Uppity said. Now I
When
don't
Uh,
know
did
how true it
Uppity
was
say
because
that?
Uppity
Hold
could have
up.
just been, huh?
When did Uppity say that?
Uppity said it like over the weekend, over there up on Uppity's channel. Cause I ain't even think about that. Because Uppity was like, it took her 8 years to get a 4 year degree.
Oh wow.
but see, that to me, that's just the brilliance of no education and never going to college. You know, when you take it, there's probably times when Bree took 8 credit out. You know what I'm saying? It's a process. And if you don't know the process of going to school online and you know what I'm saying, and credit hours and stuff, you'd say some dumb shit like that.
Is this TC?
Yes.
Okay, I'm about to take the banner down and run to the door real quick, but I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm finished. But
Hey,
but do
TT.
you see, hey
Hey,
TC, do you see
hey,
what I'm
Koya.
saying? That just doesn't
Yeah,
make
I
any
get what
sense.
you're saying, and I understand your position with it. I just thought that it was funny because VS was helping people get to school. Now that ain't no lie, because I remember, I remember VS doing all this, and I felt like they was scamming over there. Just to go to school and then drop out just to get the financial aid money. I was like, what? But
Yeah,
I remember when she was helping people do that.
yeah. And I bet a lot if they got actual student loans, because I think wasn't there a grant where you didn't have to pay it back? It was something like the Pell Grant or something like that. It was just money they gave you. But if they were in there getting student loans and
Yeah,
dropping,
that's the Pell Grant. Yep.
yeah, I if they did that, I feel sorry for them because they owe that money back now. So it wasn't such a good idea, probably in the end. But short term it was smart. But yeah, you know, I want to see Uppity go to class. I want to see it. I want to see it. I want to see her go to class. I want to see her complete 3 credit hours. I want to see that because that's about the lowest you can really truly get for a really true class, maybe 3, 4 credit hours. I'd pay her to complete it and get above a C, get a C or above. Okay, I'm done. Go ahead.
Well, that's what I was just gonna say. So that's really how all of this first started. And when I tell you, Corio, this mess started easily. I think I first started joking with Pizarro about that, like probably in like April, maybe like
Hmm.
April or May.
Hmm.
And I was just picking with her.
Hmm.
But the nerve of Brianna to really think that somebody need to go to her damn party. Like, what?
Well, because you people don't trust you, Jay Dunn. People think that they don't put anything. They know that you will go to the ninth, you will go to the end to get somebody. That you don't give up. So when they
Well, but I
heard
mean,
her,
we already saw Brianna waddling out of a chicken shack with 8 plates of food. I don't need to go to her party to watch her eat 8 plates of food.
oh God, okay, all right, mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. You gonna get me cussed? You gonna get the hood table cussed out, Jay Dunn?
They better not cuss her out because I'm just like, girl. For me, I felt like Brianna was truly flattering herself. Like, bitch, that was a joke that I was making with Pizarro. Why is you so serious? Are you
Maybe
okay, ho?
Okay. Maybe they were thinking about how. Well, you know what though? In Bree's defense, what was that woman's name that went over to Bree's apartment complex and was taking pictures of her car and stuff? She passed away. I can't
Yeah,
remember
well,
her.
it was Lady P. But again,
Lady
I done
P.
been
Yeah.
in and out of Florida. Let's not forget, I had all types of court and stuff in Florida. I wasn't studying no damn Brianna. Been all
Yeah,
up and through Florida.
that's true. Yeah. I don't understand it. I don't know what to say, but I think it just scared them because they know you might do the unexpected. You're a wild card, and so it's probably scared them. I'm wondering if I bet Pizza probably won't go to the party, but I'm wondering if she'll go to the actual graduation with the family members and stuff because that's probably going to be very personal, like just family only. So she wouldn't have to worry about being seen.
Well, the graduation supposed to have happened already in May.
Oh, so it's only the party. Okay.
Yeah, she combining her graduation and her 35th birthday party all into one party. That's why she put it in September.
Okay. Okay. Well, more gifts. That's all you can. That's more gifts. You can't be mad. That's thinking ahead. Mm, mm. Well, what do you think about? and
Okay, I'm
then
back.
I'm gonna shut up, TC, and let you go. Don, what do you think about how hard Diva Tomboyish is on Uppity's neck, and why? I don't know what started it. Do you?
Well, they have a history for some years. Or at least a year or so. But
Oh,
I'm not sure the exact root of it all, but I know that they done always had a dislike for each other. But
okay.
see, that's one of the things how me and Diva be able to exist because I don't get in Diva way. And Diva don't
Uh,
get in my way.
mm-hmm.
I appreciate that. You know, whatever Diva be having up on her mind,
Mm-hmm.
whatever her conflict is with somebody, I don't get in the way of that. And when I have tunnel vision on somebody, she don't get in my way.
Mm-hmm.
Just move out
Mm-hmm.
the way and let people handle however they're gonna handle it. You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see what you're saying. But yeah, she's contacting all the government agencies and stuff, and I just wonder, I'm sure Uppity watching that, but it's a lot because I know what she did to she used to run rip shot. She used to kill the black sector. She's no joke. But anyway, I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna
You
shut up.
remember when I started this new year on Lemon. Diva was cool with Lemon at that time. And Diva was
Yeah,
like, Don, why is you messing with Lemon? Dizzle, why is you messing with him?
yeah.
But she understood, like, look, no, this is my mission right here. And she didn't bother me with it. No matter how many emails I had to see it. And that's what you just move out of the space of the people.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I wouldn't want either one of you on my ass. How about that? How about if somebody was on my ass, I'd go to Jonathan J. Dunn and email going, "Girl, help me, please. I'm your friend. I'm your, look. I'm your Virgo friend. Help me." But go ahead. I'm sorry.
You know, ain't no friends on YouTube. What's up,
No friend.
TC?
Girl, J. Dunn wouldn't even answer that email.
Girl,
What?
Jay, they'll be
No,
like, not
no,
really. We
no. The
ain't
first
friends.
if Corio ever
Yes.
came and was like, "They done help me," the first thing I would say is like, "Corio, what you do?" That's my first question. What you
Like
do?
somebody, like my mama. Now I'll help you. What you do? Why you
Right. It all depends.
right?
I would
Right.
have to know what she did to make somebody just jump at her like that. Because
Right.
most of the time, people really don't bother people that's not bothering them.
That's true. That is true. You're absolutely right.
Hey, L Blue 05. How you doing? Jill's Comfort,
Absolutely
C.
right.
A. Patch. Did I
Yeah,
see Charlie in the chat? What up, Charlie? What up, Sassy
Charlie.
Francis?
But
Hey,
listen,
y'all. Hey.
quick question. Did you get the stuff thing, lady?
No.
All right.
I didn't
What
get
the?
no things.
Not the thing.
No, I didn't get any things. TC. Or is it
Because
things? Is it things or
thing,
things?
it's three of them. But I just, I mean, I'm just asking because is it because it's not there or you didn't
I
go
didn't get a
get it?
notification. I didn't get a notification because every time I get a delivery, I get a notification that I signed up for it.
Well, everything now is all messed up. All electricity, Gary, Indiana. Okay, food is off
Do you
whack.
think I should just go without the
I think you
notification?
should. Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
Okay.
I'm not saying go out your way. You know what I mean? I'm just saying that the way that the post office is pseudo owned now by the government. So now you got a private
Now hold on. What's
venture.
going on in Gary, Indiana?
Oh wow! I'm not even gonna mention it. It's been stuff been
Okay.
going on. They're without electricity, but
Oh, they had a storm.
no. I mean they just been with on their circuits or circuit breakers or whatever it is
Yeah.
that's going on. They without electricity, and
For
that's just
two.
sad.
Really?
It's been
They've
2
been out for
weeks.
about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Most
And
people
it ain't
haven't
no
even heard
storm. It
about
ain't
it.
because of a storm.
Yeah,
Um.
I
Oh
don't know.
wow.
It doesn't matter what it is. It's
I mean,
2
I
weeks
get
without
that, but I'm just saying if it's
electricity.
a storm, it's more understandable. Like down trees, down
Even
Not
if
power
for
it's a
lines.
not for two
storm, even if
weeks.
it's a
Not for two
storm,
weeks.
electricity should be taken care. I mean, that should be taken
Girl, we
care
done
of,
been in
or
storms and went weeks without electricity in our hood. Like that's why I said I can understand if it
or
was a
or
storm,
the
a
people
thunderstorm,
or
tornadoes
people
or
should be removed so they can get into a safer place and safe spaces and things of that nature. That's
It's,
not
it's
happening either. So
yeah, if it ain't no
whatever.
elements of the if it ain't no elements of nature, then yeah, that's really crazy.
yeah, and they don't have any. They're not. There. It's hot. You know.
And it's hot. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, do I need anybody? Do I know anybody
They
in
can't cook their food.
If
Right.
there's
Food
anybody
is
out there that know me in Indiana, holla at me, okay? Because I didn't know. I didn't know.
Mm. And Gary is predominant, like what, 90 something% black
yeah,
in a
it
in a
is.
Yeah,
Repu- yeah
that's Michael Jackson country.
in a republic,
Exactly. That's the
in a Republican
Jacksons.
state. You know, they're not. That's not their
Yeah.
priority. That's not their priority,
Wow.
and it's a shame.
Well, that's what
Damn.
Hmm.
I feel like it was DC that I was talking to that mentioned it, or but I know DC. I think it was DC that was telling me about Gary, and DC
Hmm.
was saying that her daughter was saying, you know, if Michael Jackson was still alive, would they even be doing this? Because you gotta wonder. Because yeah, that's his stomping ground right there.
Yeah,
I don't
that's the
know.
only thing I know about Gary, Indiana, is that Michael Jackson came from there. And Riggs, I had no idea. That's what I'm like. Damn, was it a storm? Was it tornadoes? Like what?
And the other pieces that just take a look at the country. I mean, all parts of the country have been having storms and tornadoes touch down in places that don't usually have those types of things going on. And so weather patterns all over the United States are definitely very interesting. Man has been messing with the weather for a very, very long time anyway. And
Uh,
so of course Mother Nature is, getting back. And as Mother
yeah.
Nature gets back, these are the
Well,
things that
that's
are going
sad
to
too,
happen.
Lee. That's
Right. So
really
that's why
sad,
I'm
and I don't
saying
know
that
anybody
everything.
there. If I did know anybody there, I would just like when that shit went down. Remember when that shit went down in Texas? Remember Tracy and all them was without power when the ice storms, and I got a lot of family there, and I was like trying to help them. So yeah, I would definitely like be concerned if I knew about it, but I
And
didn't know.
we do have people that are well, we have people coming into Philadelphia, but I mean, I think that's by way of people who are related type of
Right,
thing. It's
related to them.
it's like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
church. It's like a
Yeah,
church.
if I
I
had
think
family there, I definitely. That's why I was like, damn, I don't
Eastern
think I got
something.
family up there. But shit, if I knew, I would sure invite them to the O.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Now, this is one time that if somebody said they lived in Gary, Indiana, and they needed help, and I'll probably throw them some change because these people can't cook. They're not handing out
yep,
fans. Even if they did hand out fans, you can't plug them in.
right.
The water supply. I mean, when there's electricity, does the water still get cleaned in that area? I don't
And
know.
the filtration systems are all
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
Hold up,
S-
Hold up, Creole said parts of Memphis, 100,000 people are without electricity. What is going
Yeah.
on?
These are black cities. There's no, they can get away with not doing anything in a rush fashion
But that's
because,
where like the majority of my family is in Memphis at
yeah,
a
because
hundred
Trump,
thousand.
because the Trump
mhm.
administration, they're not afraid to discriminate and treat black people like shit now. Those are predominantly black cities, and there's no way that they should be out of electricity. That's a basic need.
Right, it is. But here's the thing, Corio. I mean, we always and we can, of course, we know our history here. But at the same time, these are predominantly black cities.
Yep,
Wow.
Okay.
yep, yep,
Well, Riggs did
Cor-
say in the chat, Riggs said they hating on our people.
yes,
And the
yes,
shit got him
but
triggered.
it's
Wow.
them people that's hating on them then.
yep.
Yeah.
I mean, because we don't only have FEMA, if you will, if you just want to go for the basic federal assistance, but you
Right.
also have the states also have their own version of FEMA. So in Pennsylvania, in West Philadelphia, or Philadelphia, in West Philadelphia, we had about 3 tornadoes touch down about a month ago, and I mean it was flooding. It was a lot of things. I mean, we didn't lose the electricity like the Gary and some other places, and thank God for that. But there were trees that came down. I mean, trees that uprooted. You would have thought you. I mean, a person. One of the guys was like on the news. He's standing right underneath one of the trees, and you should see how he looked to the tree. So, I mean, there are things that are going on. So we had immediate, what we call Pennsylvania emergency, something thing. So yeah, we had a PEMA. Every state has it, and so I mean, I don't understand how people do get away with not a lot, not making sure that these folks are accommodated with
Right.
basic stuff,
That's
or
crazy
at
too.
least relocated.
And it's been
They
hot
don't
as
have
hell
to
all across the
anymore.
country.
They just don't have to anymore. They are not pressed to do anything for minorities now. They won't get in trouble. They won't get fined. So they can do what they want to do. And what they want to do is worry about other things. Those are just black people. They don't, I mean, where are they going to go to the Department of Justice? What are they going to do? What are they going to do? They don't care. They don't care. And
I'm over
so,
here looking on my Facebook now because when I say I have like probably 75% of my family lives in Memphis, I'm up here like, but just like somebody said in the chat, they got family in Memphis and they ain't said shit. So I'm like, maybe it doesn't affect where my people are.
Sorry.
But
I'm
Corio,
sorry.
yeah, babe.
Mhm.
Yeah.
you must understand. If Michael Jackson was living, he wouldn't let this be. Oh no. All I want to say is that they don't really care about us. I mean, that's
You
perfect for
know
what's going
what?
on
That's
over there in Gary.
perfect, man. That
You
was
know
Because
what?
if Michael Jackson was living, they
Mhm.
wouldn't let this be.
perfect. That was that. Well, Janet what has over two is worth over $200 million. Her baby's daddy is a billionaire. You can do something too.
Janet
You
got a
know,
baby.
Yeah.
you do something too. I wish I
But
was
why
a
is it
How
that
many
multimillionaire.
babies? How
why
many
is it that
babies does
black
Janet
people,
got?
but here's the thing. It is everybody's responsible, but
Yeah.
the Jacksons aren't the only ones that are responsible. There are other people in Gary, Indiana that could be doing a lot of things on various levels. Food, clothing, water, and shelter, transporting people, getting people out in and out, all kind of things. I mean, at the end of the day, their whole support, their whole system, people have lost things, of course. People, they're going, as a matter of fact, crime has risen. And so there's a lot
Of
that is
course
going
it
on,
has.
you know?
People are
So,
desperate.
You know what? This
right.
makes sense now because one of my Facebook friends, who's a big advocate around our city, especially when bad things are going on, he had posted on his Facebook post a few days ago saying they were going to Gary, Indiana,
That's what's up.
and
Thank you.
and I'm
Okay.
like, I just like scrolled past it, like I didn't know what was going on. I was just like, okay, and I just kept scrolling
Hmm.
past it, but I really haven't been really focused on a lot of news these days, so that's my fault. That's my
Well, let
fault.
me just say this real quick. Then I'm gonna have to drop down because I gotta run to
Yeah,
the
I'm about to
store.
get off of here too.
Um, Jay Dunn, I'm gonna need you to do that bar one more time when I finish this. But you know, I look. I follow this lady named Tabitha Speaks Politics. Black lady on point, just about all the time.
Yeah, I follow her too.
And she said, and it's the truth. We're being hunted now. We're being starved. We're being mistreated. And they're finding more and more black people hung up in trees. You do know that, right? We are getting lynched left and right, and nobody's reporting on it. But what I'm going to say is we have to really start depending more and more on ourselves. I'm talking about black Americans, and what I need you to do is go someplace and look at these little. I have a Jackery. There's these little portable power stations, right? You can get them in all different sizes. And I need for you guys that it doesn't have to be Jackery. If they have cheaper ones, they have more expensive ones. But what I need you guys to do is to invest in a little portable power station so that you could at least charge your phones, at least charge your tablets or your laptop, and get a phone that cranks, like, has the winder thing on, not a phone, a radio, and it has the crank thing on the side. So, it takes batteries, but if you run out of batteries, you can crank it and build up momentum, and you can at least listen to what's going on in the world. You
Right.
have
Let
to
me make
try
sure
to
this Dr.
be
Creole real quick, baby.
okay.
Creole?
It's
Butterfly?
me. It's me. Hey, beautiful
Okay,
people.
okay. I just want to make sure. Okay, go ahead,
Yeah,
Creole.
I'm just saying, just try to be as safe as you can, and try, because as we see, they don't give a damn about us. If we don't help us, if help is coming, it's not going to be in a timely fashion. So that's just my advice. I have other stuff. I'm not one of these people that believe in the end of, the end of the world. We got to huddle and stuff. But I have bought food, put them in Nylar bags and sealed them, and I have bought a little power station. So I did buy the radio where you can crank it and listen to it for news. And that's all I got. I know that sounds corny, and you guys are probably looking up in the air like, "Oh Lord," but be safe.
Oh,
And
well, I will be.
No,
That's
Corio,
some good
I actually
information.
agree with you.
That's excellent.
I have. So you got to remember, I'm a Katrina survivor.
that's
So
true.
my
That's
family, we knew about generators and
mm-hmm,
power banks. Like even
mm-hmm,
my whole work area has this power surge protector that I had to buy.
mm-hmm,
Where if my electricity goes off,
mm-hmm,
this box will keep my things plugged in there with
mm-hmm,
electricity for 2 hours.
mm-hmm.
Most people don't need to get stuff like that, which you should,
Yeah,
because you need it.
yeah. And my power bank has. I bought some solar panels. And so 200-watt solar panels. So, like, say we were in Gary, Indiana right now. I could, if once my power bank ran down, I could take it outside, open up my, what did I just call them? What are they called? Open up my, what did I just
The
say?
windows, you talk about the solar panel so that the
Yeah,
sun could
yeah.
recharge it.
Yeah, it would take about 2.5 hours to at least get it to 80%. So that's all I'm saying is
Mhm.
just try to be as just look forward and try to be proactive. That's all. That's all I got. I know I'm boring y'all to death. Okay, I'm gonna shut up. Hey
No, we're
Creole.
listening. We're
Hey Creole.
listening, choreo lover. It's called
Yeah,
listening. Thank you.
yeah,
And that was some good stuff.
yeah,
Hey,
Thank
Yeah,
you.
absolutely it was. And hey, Creole boo.
hey,
Creole,
boo. Hey,
Creole. Hey,
everybody.
boo.
What's
Hey
up, sexy
Creole.
boo? Hey,
Bookie
girl.
Boo.
Hey,
Creole.
Sissy. Hey,
Hey,
y'all.
Hey,
Creole,
boo.
how in the hell are you?
Thank you. I was waiting on it.
I know you was. I had to. How in the hell are you, girl? How in the hell are you?
I'm good. I had, you know what, y'all? Let me jump in here real quick and I'll drop. I promise I will.
You don't have to
Um,
promise.
Okay. Keith Lee, we all want some form of success on YouTube. And I love me some Keith Lee because he took his success and went down to, he was going to do a food something somewhere else. And when he found out that Gary still was in the dark, he changed it. He said, nah, we're going to
Mhm.
Gary, Indiana. So him, the
Mm-hmm.
Salvation Army, Jamal Bryant, and some more food people, they all went to Gary, Indiana to help them people.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm talking about. Like CJ So Cool. He's from Gary. Like his
Mm-hmm.
daughter still live in Gary. So I haven't
Mm-hmm.
seen that he went down there to help his people or other people or whatever. Not saying he didn't because I love me some CJ. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, but you are right, Curio, because I've been saying this on my little lives for the longest. Every year I do what's gonna happen. Every year, every January.
Mm-hmm.
People's like,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Creole, what do you see gonna happen? And I told everybody. And
Yep.
so
Weather.
this doesn't surprise me. It
Mm-hmm.
doesn't. Actually, this is a test run, and I know I'm like you, Curie. I know people don't want to hear that, but it's the truth. It's a
Mm-hmm.
test run to see if they can get away with it, and if they can get
Mm-hmm.
away with it in Gary and Port of Memphis, where, like you said, it's predominantly black, it's gonna
Mm-hmm.
start hitting in other areas. So I've
Mm-hmm.
been having a generator. I've been stocking up on water because, as you see, like I told y'all, the next war will be on water. I didn't lie about that. Now they're running
Mm-hmm.
out of water. They're trying to throw the what's it, the data centers, trying to take up all the water and stuff. It's one city that's already out of water and clean water that is. They got water, but they ain't got clean water. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
I was listening to you about the crank thing. I forgot what it was called. Well, I'm glad you said it because now that you said it, I'm gonna go and research it and get me and my mom one.
They have it
Uh,
on Amazon. And they're not expensive at all.
okay. Yeah,
Mm.
and like I said, I got stuff stocked up too. I got a whole little room, honey, with some things. I ain't gonna say everything because somebody come here, they gotta face some things. Not only me and my big old son, but they got some bang bangs they gonna have to face too. Okay,
Oh
um,
yes, yeah.
but
Girl, who you telling? We got some
okay,
bang bangs too.
okay. And if you can get past our bang bangs and us, you
Mm-hmm.
deserve to have whatever you get. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but
Mm-hmm.
I will say this real quick, and I want us black people, if you can, even if you go and get a pedicure at least once a week, get you a pail, put some warm water in it, some peroxide, and some baking soda. The peroxide is going to pull out the parasites and anything in your body that shouldn't be. Okay, it kills the stuff on the toes, in the feet, but it also pulls it from your body. Go ahead and do that once a week because you don't know what's in this food. Okay,
Oh, you got
you
that right.
don't know. Another thing I want you all to do is get you some apple cider vinegar with the mother. That's the stuff that floats around in it. That's the real apple cider vinegar. And Bragg's is not real no more. What's his name? Bill Gates bought that and he changed the formula.
Mm-hmm.
So
Certainly did.
that's not real anymore. Get you some more. Put it in a bowl and get you a clean rag. Dip your rag, soak it in the bowl, and put it on the back of your neck for about 3 minutes if you can. Do it twice. Because what that does is loosen up your lymphatic system.
Your
If your
lips,
lymphatic
yes.
system gets
Your lymph
tight
nodes.
or whatever, you can get cancer, you'll stay sick, all the other things. And this is stuff that they don't want you all to know. Okay, so if you have lymphatic, anything is wrong with your lymphatic, or you feel sluggish and your stuff ain't moving, at least do that at least once a week. So that's all I was gonna say.
Thank you. I got your list of blinking my eyes at least 3 minutes nonstop to get sleepy. I
Yeah.
do that. I do that. Yes.
Okay. Awesome.
Yes.
I
And if
know
we
that's
need
right.
water,
I'm gonna do
Charlie got a
some.
well. If we need water, Charlie got a well. We can all head down to the sip.
That's what I'm talking
Yeah.
about,
Okay.
I'm
Charlie.
never.
That
Yeah.
well water is great. And
Yeah.
also, Creole, I'm doing that neem.
You
I do
still
my
on
neem
me?
that
Okay.
neem toothpaste. That neem toothpaste is
Yeah.
excellent. It
Name and
is
all that.
so
And if we
everything.
ever have
It
what
lasts.
is that thing people was worried about? It was some type of they were saying that you need anyway, I told everybody one of the things that they need to get is neem and keep it. Even if you don't use it right now, you need neem and you need black seed oil. Those two things
Yeah.
always keep. Always
Can
keep.
you do me a favor
Yes, ma'am.
because I screenshot that first list. I forgot.
Okay.
I gave you a thumbs up. I forgot to comment. But
Okay.
I also the stuff you're talking about now, like the baking soda and the all that. Can you put that on a list?
Okay.
Because I can't write that down fast enough, and I want to make sure I get it absolutely correct because I did not know Bill Gates bought Bragg's
Yes, he
because I
bought
would
Bragg.
have
His
bought that.
flag
It's
So
changed.
yeah,
Yeah,
so
it don't
disgusting.
even look the same. If you look at Bragg's, if you have an old bottle and you look at this bottle, like the labeling is the same, but the
mm-hmm,
stuff on the inside is so clear, and it's not
mm-mm,
supposed to be clear because it's got the
no,
mother in it.
It's
Yeah.
supposed to
right,
have the mother, right?
right,
And that's the stuff that cures you. It's not the
yeah.
apple cider vinegar itself. It's the stuff that floats around.
Well, every time something asks you for health wise for cider vinegar, it's always with the mother.
Yeah,
I
it's
used to
supposed to be.
think, what the heck is the mother? But yeah, you know, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, these are, if you could make that list, I would greatly
Okay.
appreciate it, Creole, because I would screenshot and save that too.
No problem. And this last thing. I want to say this. I know my channel people think it's controversy now, and it's not. It's a lot of things that go on with us that some of us don't know. And
Mm-hmm.
my heart, first and foremost, is for my people.
Yeah.
Even though I'm mixter, I'm still B1 first, okay? It's not saying I don't love other people, but we are
Right.
so in the dark as a people. It's
Yeah.
just weird to me. And so my passion is to always tell my people, look, this is what's going on. This is what I need you to do. Whether they listen or not, at least they can't say,
Mm-hmm.
you know what, nobody told me. I try
Mm-hmm.
to tell people. So, I got people that email me and say, your channel's a little controversial, so I don't really come up. Okay, that's fine. I ain't for
Mm-hmm.
everybody. I said that.
Right.
I'm not for everybody, but I'm not
Yeah.
gonna change my content because of
Right.
a few. Because for the majority, they love it. Because they
Right.
hear stuff they never know. So,
Right.
I don't hate nobody and all that. I just want, to say I don't hate anybody. Even
Mm-hmm.
those that, did me wrong, I don't
Mm-hmm.
hate you. I can't
Mm-hmm.
prosper if I hate you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And God has been
Mm-hmm.
blessing me too much. So,
Mm-hmm.
no.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I just wanted to let y'all know that, I know people, people like what they like, and that's fine. Only thing I
Mm-hmm.
ask is every now and then, can you wink at my channel? That's all. Just
I
wink at it.
do. You see, I do. You see, I do. I ain't
I
gonna
know.
lie. I'm just bad about leaving comments, and I'm gonna at least leave a heart in
Are
your
you
comment
fine, baby?
section to let you know I've been there.
I
But
appreciate your view. I
yeah,
really
yeah.
do. Yes, ma'am.
And let me tell you, I'm out of the algorithm. So if I still see you coming down my timeline, that
Hmm.
means I watch you,
Yeah.
because you know what I'm saying. So, and I don't feel that you're controversial. I'm kind of tripping off somebody telling you that.
Yeah, they did because I've
I
been talking about black issues more, or black health more, and everything. So I've offended other people, and I always say this is not excluding anybody. I'm just trying to make sure my people know, you know,
yeah.
and that's it. I mean, if you upset,
Why is it okay for other races to talk about themselves, be proud of themselves, to, have exclusive things for themselves, to do everything? I'm talking about every race. But when it comes to black Americans, we're not allowed to do that.
I don't know.
People have a problem when we try to do something for ourselves, or now they're trying to sue all the HBCUs because all of a sudden that's racist. But the only reason we have HBCUs is because you guys wouldn't let us go to your colleges.
Right.
So but that's the thing. I get exactly what you're saying, and it just seems like there's always a problem when we as people want to do something.
Yeah.
There's a problem. We're being we're being selfish. We're anyway. I don't want to get on my soapbox. Yeah.
This month, August, my granddaddy turned 92 years old. That's a blessing.
Wow, that
He's
is a
been
blessing.
preaching for 64 years. Okay. And he marched with Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King came down to Kentucky to help him when discrimination was at its all time high. Okay.
Who was
And
that in the picture with Muhammad Ali? I just
my
saw.
cousin, my older
Oh,
cousin,
okay. Okay.
yeah.
See, I watch you, girl. Okay.
But what I was saying was, one day, my granddaddy was changing his clothes, and I seen this ugly thing on his side, and I said, "Granddaddy," I said, "What's wrong right there? What happened?" He said, "Oh, baby," he said, "This how he talk. Oh, baby, that's when me and old Martin." We was marching for rights, and them police turned the dogs on us, and the dog bit me on my side right there. He said, "But it healed, but the scar is permanent." Like, this is my life. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
my grandparents, my parents, my uncles and stuff, they always fought for the rights of not just blacks, everybody. But it
Mm-hmm.
started with us. So I mean, it's in my blood. It's what I do. It's what I know. And
Mm-hmm.
so it's like I said, I don't dislike like Mitch McConnell. Mitch McConnell used to go sit in the office with my granddaddy.
I remember you told that story.
Yeah,
Yes.
and so my granddaddy said, had he known that he was gonna be like he ended up, he wouldn't have never spent time with him. Like, he used to fight for black rights. So
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, I know a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? But I just
Mm-hmm.
like, well, let me shut up. But anyway, y'all, thank you for letting me up the hood table, boo. I am still recovering, so I'm gonna go take this pain medicine because I got an ultrasound in
Oh,
the morning. But I love you guys.
I
Bye,
love you too. Feel
For you.
better, boo.
Thank
Okay.
all right,
you.
baby.
And we
Thank
Mm-hmm.
love
you.
you too,
All
baby.
right, Creole.
Yeah. But
Take care,
I'm.
Cleo. We love you,
Oh,
girl.
Yeah,
And hey,
yeah,
VA Sagittarius and everybody I missed in the chat.
yeah.
All right.
Lovely lady love. Shout out to you guys in the chat. But yeah,
So I was just saying all of that we just went through to say that a lot of stuff is like going a little Willy Wonka. So I would just suggest, because I've also checked on my end, just
Mm-hmm.
check on your end in terms of the boxes. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, check on your end. And anything that goes out, or just anybody sending anything out. I mean, just pray over it, and hope that it gets to the other side um
absolutely.
as safely
Absolutely.
as
And I'm gonna
possible.
be
But
praying for
I don't.
Indiana because I had no
Yeah.
idea how the severity of what things was going on out there. I just didn't know. So I will be praying
Hmm.
for them as well.
Yeah.
But thanks for bringing that to my yeah.
And one thing about government, if you let things go a long time, a long period of time, they're like, why didn't you come when, so I'm very stringent when it comes to, following up on certain things, especially if it's been paid for. Um and I want it to get where it needs to get, like it's supposed to. And I can't ruffle anybody's feathers if I don't know what's going on your end.
Right, right. I can understand that too.
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay. Well,
So,
it,
yep, I will get onto that because again, I didn't get no notification, but and I usually do. Like, even if I'm getting a letter in my mail, like I get
Exactly.
notification saying,
But this is how these things start.
this,
S- stuff starts to happen, or it doesn't happen right. And listen, who knows? So let's just stay on our gangster, because
oh
like
yeah,
we've
definitely.
been, yeah, all that. Trust me, just stay.
no,
And make sure y'all have all your IDs. Everybody, make sure you have
no.
all your IDs. Everything is up to date. Make sure you have an up to date, or if you have an old birth certificate, go get the new one with the seal. Okay, go
Yeah,
get your passport. Keep that up to date, because
yeah.
if you have to travel, if
And
you
if
have
you
to
get and if
travel,
you get a
make
Now
passport,
y'all
sure
need to
that you
stay on
do
me
your
about that
get
thing.
a
passport.
yeah,
Stay on
Make
get a
me
sure
about
you
card.
do your thing, because everything, and make sure your name is proper on these IDs. Because if one thing has one name and another thing has another name, you're not getting through. It's going to flag. So if you've been said married and then divorced, then what you need to do is make sure you have a marriage license, and then you have your divorce decree with you, so that you can show that I am no longer Johnson anymore. I am back in my married name of James, or whatever
Mm,
it is. Or I have a new husband. Oh, you have a new husband. Well, where's that marriage license? Have that marriage license, etc., etc. And if you're divorced from said husband too, make sure you have your divorce decrees, all of
yeah,
that stuff. Especially women, I'm telling women to do this in particular, because we're the ones that lose our names, drop our names, put it back, and do all kind of stuff. Buy a house in our maiden name, and then in our our married name, buy a car, and then everybody is now everything, because all of the government, city, state, and federal programs and computers are now talking to each other. The computers don't understand how can the hood table Johnson be buying this over here, and then the hood table um Franklin is buying this over here. And it's going to start flagging, and this is going to happen in 2027. So just be mindful.
yes. And also, just as an aside, iPhones are now allowing you to download your ID into your wallet, and it does work at TSA. At TSA, you can just click it like you're doing, like you're paying for, something in the store. You know how you hold it on the reader, and you can, but you still
Mhm.
need your ID to carry your ID with you in case the police pull you over for a traffic stop or anything. But when you pay at the stores or any place you need your to show your ID now,
Mhm.
you can use it. But and more are going to do it. So you don't have to be, because there's just so many people trying to steal your ID and stuff like that. They have those readers that is just, kind of nice if you want to do that, because you don't have to be trying to pull out your ID at the TSA and all that kind of shit, especially if you're not going overseas. That's all.
Yeah, if you're not going overseas, do Amtrak. Trust me when I tell you, it's a beautiful thing. Trust me, it's better than flying if you don't
I
have to.
love Amtrak. I
Oh
love
my God, I've
Amtrak.
been.
Uh,
Yes,
uh,
yes, yes. You know Creole. Because I want to tell. I want to say something right, but I'll wait until this part digests. As far as the IDs are concerned, because there's something else that's getting ready to come through the pipe. But just get your IDs together.
yeah,
Get everything together. Make sure you have your children have to have theirs, or everything. But documentation beats conversation.
yeah,
Just
that's
know that
true. That's true.
documentation beats conversation. All right,
Huh.
And
please.
one
Well,
thing that I would say, as far as the passport for the people, because I got my passport earlier this year, and it was a headache. You hear me?
really?
Yes, it was, because you have to have the exact information for your mother and your father.
Right.
Where they
Tell them,
born.
Jay. Okay.
If the people dead, then you might be wrong. Like, I ended up having to call through my family, doing a whole survey to try to figure out, okay, but I thought my mom was born here.
Uh-huh.
But and they want the specific, the city, not
Yeah,
the
Mm.
state, the
yeah,
city.
yeah.
And then, cities typically change depending on if they done build some new stuff. Here in
Mm-hmm.
Atlanta, per se, you could be in Atlanta, but then now they done changed that area to Sandy Springs. It's
Mm-hmm.
different. So you want to get all those documents when the information is fresh on your mind. Otherwise, they would decline your thing.
There you
Mm-hmm.
go.
But
Or at
when is
least
this
Jay
your
Dunn.
first? Is this
Or
your first time getting one, Jay? Dan, I'm sorry. Let me shut up. Is this your first time?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay,
Because for my
okay.
birthday this year, at first I was gonna do a cruise, so that's why I did
Okay.
the
Got
passport. Because I wanted to do a cruise, but then Hunter virus came out, and once Hunter virus came out, I said absolutely not.
and Jay Dunn, at least get the information while said individuals may still be alive and can help you with that information, at least help you to be able to acquire any information that you might need, especially in the case of a passport. So get that stuff done now, and and then
Yeah, because
just
once you have that stuff done, then all you have to do is renew it.
is
Then
right,
you ain't
renew
got to
it.
worry about
Right.
remembering all
right.
that information again because they're
That's
gonna
why.
ask for it. You got
Yeah,
to
that's
fill out a
why
whole
it
permit.
was your
Crazy.
first time. Yeah.
Well, I
Okay,
have to
I
get my
gotta go,
passport,
guys.
so y'all stay on me about that shit because I really want to get my passport, but I do be putting it off.
Oh, I didn't know you. Now that you ain't said nothing but a word, I'm gonna get on your nerves now.
Yeah.
I will
And also
remind
That's
when you want
okay.
you.
to get your passport, go to your
Hmm.
United States representative, go to your congressperson or your senator. And
Yeah, I
if you're
want to go
having an
overseas.
issue,
I want to go out the country. Shit, yeah.
Yeah.
well,
Well.
yeah, that's be careful about that, but I mean, don't be scared about that. I would just say go with people who know, and that you know what I'm saying, who know what's up. That's what I'm gonna say. Yeah, people who know
Yeah.
what's up, and people that's not off the dome fire hotheads. And you
Right.
go somewhere and you go to another country, y'all, you know what I'm saying? You go with people and you be like, shut the front door, like be quiet already. We over
Hmm.
here in this, and then somebody gonna try to go off and get no. So go with people who make some sense and not trying, n- hotheads.
Yeah.
Right. Riz
Uh,
said in the chat he got to get his too. So Riz, we gonna have to stay on each other.
Riggs, I'm a bug you too, okay, babe? So don't get mad if I throw it in the chat one time. Rig, did you get your passport? I don't even want to hear. I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
mention it to you because now, and like she said, everybody got the birth certificate. Everybody got the one with the footprint on it. Those don't mean crap. You need to go to your
Who is she? Who is she, Corio? What's my name?
who, TC.
TC. Uh-huh. All right.
Why? What?
I'm messing with you. You just go
Oh,
ahead. Go ahead,
did I
Corey.
say
I was
something
messing with
wrong?
you.
Did I say something
No.
wrong? Okay.
No.
Okay. I just you gotta go get, like
Oh
TC
god.
said, you gotta get it with the raised seal. And just
Right.
put it in a, like those, anyway, y'all know what to do, but just having one that you've had for 50 years that your mama gave you, and or having the one with your footprint on it, those are crap. That's not, yeah, usable. And stock up on beans, rice, and coffee if you drink coffee, or tea if you drink
And
tea.
liquor and wheat.
Well, yeah, and don't forget your edibles. But yeah, girl, I had to renew my medical marijuana card. Why they want to give me a hassle?
Because y'all gonna have a hassle. Wait till 2027. It's getting ready to happen. Anyway, yeah. Wait
Mm.
till
Anyway,
2027. It's gonna be more of a hassle for that.
oh my
Just so you
goodness,
know.
it's
And
a
this is each state, under the
It's just, it's
Cheeto
so
man.
lovely. It's so lovely. But anyway, yeah,
Yeah.
just remember that, Jay Dunn. Remember, look up and get the little power bank. Go to Jackery. I can't remember which one I got. Um, I have a girlfriend. My friend, she had to buy a huge one because her son is paralyzed from the neck down, and he has to have his bed rotate so he doesn't get bed sores. So she has a huge one. She spent a lot of money. So just to have different sizes, get a don't if you feel like it later, go ahead and get the what's those panels? I said solar panels. And if you get the food, get the Mylar bags so you can zip them up and seal them. And get a tub and just put everything in there. It'll last you for a little while. And get that crank radio, because when shit happens, you need to listen to the news. Because there might be someone with a CB radio you can catch that's really telling the real deal on what's going on. So that's all I have. I'm gonna shut the f up. Thank you for letting me rant and rave and roll on. And between me, Jay Dunn, TC, and the hood table, I hope you guys, and Creole, I hope
And
you
Creole.
guys,
Mm.
yeah,
Well,
get a little something, something, and take it with you. Just one thing at least.
one thing. And one last thing. There is voter registration cards and
Uh,
also library cards. Um, get those and laminate them. Have them
you could you could put your library card, have that on
truly,
your phone too. But I'm
truly.
just saying,
It's amazing. It's gonna be used. It's gonna
yeah,
be needed and necessary for
yeah.
various things. And also, I don't know, like in the South, folks do this all the time, but in the North, I mean, we have farms here. We have farms everywhere, right? Get together with some families. Go buy a cow.
What?
Go buy. Go buy a pig. Go buy. I'm not laughing. Go buy a
I
cow.
know you're not, but I'm trying to sit here and
Go
think,
buy
where
a
the hell would I
pig.
get one?
Go buy. Go buy yourself. Some meat. And then what you do is have it cut up, share it with the families. And that's meat that you're going to have at least for 8 months
Jay
when you
Dunn?
buy. So make sure, no, this is TC. I'm
No,
talking.
I'm talking about Jay Dunn got some land. We might go ahead. I'm just
Oh,
trying
yeah.
to
Well,
think.
yeah. Well, I'm just saying if
Oh
folks
yeah,
have
I
a,
do
if
have
folks have, if you have land and you're in the South or if you're in the North,
Mhm.
whatever, go start. Listen, go start buying and doing things together in a communal type of environment. First of all, it will, number one, is cheaper. Trust me when I tell you. Right, Jill, and split it up, yo. And you'll be surprised if you able to get an industrial size, what do you call it, refrigerator. Even if you don't have them, the pantries have
Oh,
them, and you can definitely, if you get a pantry that's a church that
yeah.
has and a lot of your churches have them, and then you can put your stuff on the side or whatever if you trust the church or whatever the case may be.
Mm-mm.
Or so here's my
Mm-hmm.
thing is just let's start moving a little different. Yeah, I love my cage-free brown eggs. I know that's right. Go ahead, Miss LA. I go to the Erdenheim farm for mine. And yeah, go ahead and get some eggs. These are just some of the things that we need to start doing, which I think that a lot of folk in the South still been doing it. A lot of people out west have been doing it. But now I think that we should be more intentional about doing it and doing it with each other. And just pick your people who you want to do it with. You may not want to do it with friends, you may not want to do it just with family, or both. Have money over here with your friends, have money. It's like a lottery. We buy lottery tickets, might as well go ahead and buy half of a whole cow.
Oh, I just want to also say too, whatever bank
Yeah.
portable power bank you buy, make sure, because I bought like a little baby crock pot. It's only like maybe 1.5 quarts, but I made sure that the wattage fits the power bank that I bought. So, and so, I bought a little baby crock pot, a little hot pot that I can warm water up or cook something in, and then I bought a little baby coffee pot. So just make sure the wattages, are correct. You don't want to buy a power bank that has 1,000 watt limit on it, and then you buy a Keurig coffee maker, and it's like when it fires up, it's 1,500 watts. Does that make sense? So just
Mm-hmm.
make sure you
That's
guys
good to
check,
know.
and yeah, make sure the wattages are
Mm-hmm.
good. And like I said, you can start out looking at Jackery. They have you type in portable small power banks. uh, uh, Amazon has a ton of them if you still shop with Amazon, or you can go to sporting good websites. Anyway, I gotta go, but
All right,
Keep
Booski.
I'm
eggs.
sorry I
Okay.
ranted. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
This
Y'all been
is
giving us some
great.
good information to our supporters, so I appreciate that.
Yeah,
Yeah, we all gotta go too.
yeah.
All right. Look at
I
Jay. Look
What's
love
at
that,
Jay.
Jay
y'all.
Oh,
Dunn?
Y'all
I
take
guess
care.
so. I
This
Jay
guess
Dunn's
so.
showing us
Oreo.
something.
What,
I
babe?
like it.
This my power bank.
Let me
Yep.
see.
You see
Let
all
me
my
see.
stuff plugged in here,
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah. Now, can you
and
plug in?
it'll
Go
keep
ahead.
my electricity going for 2 hours.
Oh, that's
Nice.
But you can
wonderful.
get a bigger one. You can get a bigger one, and you
Yes.
can have electricity for 8 hours. But no, I only need the small one.
Okay, so what are you going? Do you
Hmm.
have like? Can you plug like a? If say you wanted to heat up some soup, and can you like plug a
Mhm.
little Okay, okay,
Yeah,
that's
you see
nice,
all
Jay
these
Dunn.
individual plugs.
Yes,
I can unplug one thing and put something else here.
got you. And
Mm-hmm.
it's good for two
And you see it
hours.
got the yeah, and you see it got the USB port too.
Oh, it sure does. See, that's what I'm talking about, especially for us women. I
Hmm.
worry about us women out here alone when shit gets real. When there's no electricity, everything's quiet, things are going bump in the night. You need to have your protection. You need to get extra things to lock your doors. I have this little thing that you stick in the door and you push this thing down in it, and it's like added protection. And and you have your
Mm-hmm.
pow. You make sure you have things under your pillow, because let's be honest, things happen at night, desperate times, people get desperate. But Jay Dunn, that's
Mm-hmm.
wonderful. That is what. See, Jay Dunn be thinking. See, that's that Virgo. See, that's that Virgo. We be thinking about shit like that, right, Dunn?
Correct, because especially when you work from home, you need that.
Yes, yes.
The electricity been on went off, all of my neighbors scrambling and stuff, and I'm up in here just fine.
Right, you're right. What you say? Cooking you some soup, chilling. I know.
I'm just fine.
Yeah,
Like, well, look, it better come back in 2 hours.
I know. So I know. Do you think you might want to get the 8 hour one?
Well, it's bigger though. It's bigger.
Okay.
The more capacity that it has, the larger it is.
Okay.
So for me, I really got that for what I needed it for. Like my
Right.
internet is connected there, my work computer, my
Mm-hmm.
television. All the
Okay.
stuff that I need is connected, plugged in right there.
Okay.
Now, if I wanted to do room by room by room, you can do that too.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
just prefer to just have it for this room right here where I just showed y'all. But
Uh-huh.
I say all that to say, yes, you need stuff like that because you just never know what's happening these days, and you
You
got to
don't.
make your money. You got
You
to make your
don't.
money.
And there are men and women out here that don't have food to feed their families, and they're living in shelter. And I didn't know this. If the shelter shuts down at 6 p.m., you have to be there before 6, because at the 6 o'clock shut off, if you're not inside, you don't get a place to you don't have any place to stay for the night, and they kick you
Mhm.
out at 6 in the morning or something like that. So you got desperate men are going to be out here wanting to feed their children. So you just you just got to be careful, women. And the best thing is to have what you need inside, and keep your doors locked, and only have to go out every blue moon. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
You don't
Yep.
want to be going outside, kicking it, chilling, going to, when shit gets rough, women need to stay inside as much as possible, whether you
Agreed.
like it or not, whether you're
Right.
bored or not. Anyway, I'm on my soapbox because I'm passionate about this. I'm passionate about my people, and I'm passionate about women and their safety. And I know
Mhm.
TC is the same exact way.
You
I
know
know
what?
you are.
You know what,
I
Corey?
know you are.
That's the kind of these are the kind of conversations I'll come up here and have. Even though I'm still mad at my boxes, but at least this gave us an opportunity to talk about
Ooh,
some real stuff. And the hood table, I'm just shocked that you didn't know about Gary, but I'm glad we got a chance to talk that as well. Listen, just pray for the folk there, pray for the folk everywhere, because like I said, the weather patterns and everything else gonna be testing us as well. So everybody just like have your emergency kits, do your
Yes.
thing. Actually, in each city they're supposed to have an office of emergency management, OEM, right? But no,
Yeah.
no, no, no.
I'm gonna check the
Interestingly enough,
boxes. I promise I am tomorrow, Riggs. I promise.
because I'll go. You gonna see me. You gonna see me in the motherfucking for real. Because see, I
No,
don't
he
play
gonna be
that.
hitting me up. Did you check the boxes
Okay.
on the table?
If it's going outside of Philly Airport and it's in the then I'm getting ready to take a
I'm a
plane.
reminder. I'm a reminder
Okay,
too. So,
because I don't this. Woo, you don't know. I get gully when it comes to certain things, and this is one that gets my goat.
um,
Woo.
I got you, boo.
well,
Okay.
I'm gonna let her drop me down. This has
Yeah,
been
drop me
great.
too.
I hope I haven't bored everybody to death. Done. Thanks for answering my questions. I appreciate it, because I'm inquisitive, and I know you can cuss me out at the drop of a hat. So thank you so much for answering and not cussing me out. And
Oh
and
no, I'm about to be 40. I'm about to be up in your generation. I can't be
There
cussing
she
you
go.
out.
There she go.
girl, you are about to be
What
Congratulations,
did you call it,
40.
Jada? You said rolling in your 40s.
Golly.
Like what? You had a saying for it.
Oh, my fighting 40s. I'm
Yeah,
in my
that's
fight,
it.
my
That's
fighting
it.
40s. But I
Girl,
And
ain't
you
gonna lie,
starting early. From what I saw, you starting early.
you are. You are.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
thank you, Hood Table, for allowing me up here. I had a good time. Thank you for letting me give my opinions.
You know we love you,
Or
boo. You
love
always,
you too.
always
Love
welcome.
you
You
too.
my girl. You my
And
girl.
I know it. Thank you, chat, for hanging around. Thank you for not putting
Yes.
rotten tomatoes in the chat while I was talking. Thank you so much. You can go ahead and drop me down.
All right, I got you, boo. Love you. I'll talk to you later,
Love you
babe.
too.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Drop me to hood table. I'm out. Take
Okay,
care.
babe. And I'm gonna hit you up tomorrow. I gotta hit you up tomorrow, so I gotta make sure I check them boxes. All right, Jay Dunn, don't be
what's
fighting
on you
already. You
table?
ain't in your 40s yet, so slow down, okay?
Well, girl, I only got like Oh, 7 days, 7 whole days.
And not a word.
Then,
We don't need Jada. Not a word from you.
right?
Not a fight from you.
But hood table for real, you need to take heed to what they told you because I really don't know what's going on with ICE running up and through here,
Oh
trying
shit.
to lock people up and stuff. You need every protection that you got, um, every identification that you can get.
That's
Hell, I
true.
ride around up in my car with a phone bill up in there. A phone
That's
bill.
why
I
I
got
need.
my
That's why I
electric
said y'all need to
bill,
stay
my
on me about that.
utility.
Stay on me about that. Passport. I keep saying I'm going to get a passport, and I just haven't got it done.
You got to go ahead and get it, and I will tell you, it's gonna cost you about $300, but
That's
that's
what
a
I
$300
heard.
investment. Well, but it's worth it because it put all your ducks in a row in the
I'm
United
about to start
States.
dancing like the Outer Told Dragon. I'm about to start. I gotta get that money, girl. I gotta get that money, girl.
Hmm. Well, yeah.
But
Well, you have a good one. Thank you for having me up.
all right, babes. You have a wonderful
Okay,
night. All right.
you too.
Okay. All right, y'all. All right, y'all. What time is it? It's 8:24 Central Standard Time. Thank everybody who joined us this evening, everybody who hit the panel, everybody who liked and shared. I see y'all sharing the video. So shout out to everybody who shared the video. Let me see you Tootsie Roll. Hey, Tootsie Roll. Hey. While I'm doing that shit, Riggs, in my you know what? I can chair dance like a motherfucker. I can share this. I'm up here popping it and Tootsie Roll. The thighs working. Hey, hey, hey. Let me get off of here. Let me get off of here before I tire myself out. Shit. I'm too old to be Tootsie Rolling. I'm too old to be Tootsie Rolling. Okay. But yeah, I love you guys. Much love to everyone, like Rick said. Huggies to everyone, like Rick said. Riggs, you gonna be live later, right? Let me see. I saw you had posted a video. Uh okay, it looks like Riggs is gonna be live at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. So depending on where y'all at, it's 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. It's gonna either be the same time before or after. But it looks like Riggs got a good show set up. Riggs, we gonna definitely be over there. You know I'm gonna definitely be over there. But to help you hold it down over there tonight while you go live. So anyway, you guys, make sure again you like and share the video if you haven't already. I appreciate each and every single one of you. You say yes, ma'am. I'm finna pop your shit then. Pop your shit then. Thank you for sharing the Cash App, Charlie. If anybody wants to donate to the Cash App, feel free. And also, I think Charlie dropped your YouTube video. Is that Riggs video, Charlie? I'm pretty sure it is. Yep, that's his link. Okay, there's the link. Charlie dropped it. If y'all not subscribed, head on over there now so you get the notifications when he go live. Support Big Riz. Big Riz, that's my guy right there, y'all. You better ask somebody. That's my guy right there. He's been supporting me for a long time. We've been rocking and rolling for a long time, co-hosting shows for a long time. That's my guy right there. So you better ask somebody. Go ahead over there, hit his notification button, subscription, the bell, all that shit, and meet us over there. Okay. But other than that, you guys, stay safe, be blessed, remain vigilant at all times, and y'all know what we do. Say it with me, Charlie. I know she in here. From the block to the hood table. L. Hey, Riggs. That's what. And we will be on Riggs Sunday night, 7 Pacific, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time for our weekly show from the block to the hood table. Yep. But other than that, stay safe, be blessed. Remember, y'all, they already talked to y'all. Be smart, be vigilant, stay safe, be blessed. You know what I'm saying? And always remember, say it with me, to keep it whole. Y'all know I can hold that note for a long time, but I just always keep it right there. Keep it right there. And we'll see you Sunday for our show. But again, Riggs will be live in a couple of hours. So y'all meet me over there. All right. Love you guys. Bye.